All right. Since we are live, let's check it out. Salute to the chat. Much love, y'all. Welcome back, y'all, to another week, another episode to the No 304 show. And of course, I have my brother Blu-ray, my co-host in the building. What's happening with it, Blu-ray?
What up, Saturday? What's going on, brother?
Oh, chilling, man. Same old mess in a different week. And I have the lovely, beautiful sister Destiny Black joining us today. How you doing, lovely?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Doing wonderful.
Doing great.
Yes, indeed. Doing good. So, yeah, I might have my homeboy from Virginia joining me. I don't know. He ain't got back to me yet, but he wanted to come on. So hopefully he joined us to give us some of his take, and we'll see what's happening with that. Let me scroll up, see what we got in the building. King Strick, what it do, fam? See you up in here. I see your Knicks playing tonight, ain't they? The Knicks playing tonight, man. Hopefully y'all do the job tonight. RT in the building. Avery Vice is in the building. Make sure y'all share this video and hit that like button. Y'all know how YouTube gonna do. Rick Blackwell, salute to you, fam. Let me see here. Wait a minute. Two different Rick Blackwells? Hold up, man. What's going down here, man? What you did? Change your profile photo or something? Or is one of y'all fake Rick Blackwell? What's going down? Oh, you got the Pacers logo up there. Okay. AB in the building. Rod Neal, salute to you, fam. 600 Sid is in the building. My brother Sheldon, LDBC or nothing up in here. What it do, Sheldon? D-Man Jr. is in the building. What's happening with it? The one who cooked up all the yayo. Jonathan Thompson is in the building. I am Waffle. Salute. All right, y'all. Salute to everybody in here. I know y'all watching the game. Y'all gonna come in here later, which would typically happen on this channel. Y'all watch the videos after we gone. But regardless, let's go ahead and cook. What's up, AC Boxing? How you doing, family? Make sure y'all share the video and hit the like button. All right, y'all. So we're gonna talk about this Diddy trial, man. It's a lot of wild craziness going on. First and foremost, before we get into the Diddy trial, I do want to ask a few questions here. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about Clarissa Shields. You know what I mean? Since we are all boxing fans, I want to talk about Clarissa Shields and what she had to say in regards to sex before a fight. Because we always hear that from a man perspective. Some men feel like, hey, I can have sex before the fight, no big deal. Some men feel like, nah, sex before the fight is traditionally not good. This is Clarissa Shields' thoughts. Now I'm gonna get y'all thoughts. Let me see.
Superstition. Yeah, listen, I don't have sex 6 weeks before the fight.
Okay.
And that's a big thing. People be like, yo, but it's like every boyfriend I've had has known, like, hey, my dog, do not touch me 6 weeks before the fight.
So you can't make out or nothing.
I mean, I could kiss and all that stuff, but as far as in me, nah. No, like, I can't do that stuff that girls do.
Okay.
What is that? What's the word?
Oral? No,
orgasm,
kidding.
Whatever.
Orgasm.
Okay, I gotta stop right there. It's wild that she don't know what orgasm is, but let's go play again.
Superstition. Yeah, listen, I don't have sex 6 weeks before the fight.
Okay.
And that's a big thing. People be like, yo, but it's like every boyfriend I've had has known, like, hey, my dog, do not touch me 6 weeks before the fight.
So you can't make out or nothing.
I mean, I could kiss and all that stuff, but as far as in me, nah. No, like, I can't do that stuff that girls do.
Okay.
What is that? What's the word?
Oral? No,
orgasm,
kidding.
Whatever.
Orgasm.
Come, whatever that shit. It's like you can't. I don't do that. It's like I save it all up.
Right. So you can explode, but right after that fight, baby, we on.
No comment.
We on and popping.
Blu-ray, you're a strictly conditioning coach. Blu-ray, what's your thoughts? Is she keeping it 100? How they work?
But I have to speak for a female.
No, you're a trainer, so you know from the male perspective. How do you feel about sex before a fight? I'm gonna go to Destiny on the female perspective.
Me personally, 6 weeks out. Now you talking about the week of? I can understand like the week of. I wouldn't say the week of, but I wouldn't just be going crazy with it. You know what I mean? But I don't think it would affect you if you're just doing it like once a week and you still got your training protocol up. But Now the week of, I wouldn't be, having intercourse the week of, but once a week up to the fight, I don't see nothing wrong with me personally because even though I'm not a boxer, I still work out, I still train at a high level, and it doesn't affect me at all.
Right. Okay, Destiny Black, from a female perspective, what you think? Do you think that having an orgasm or having relations is going to affect a female in a fight?
Well, according to science, and what they say is having sex before a fight. Why they say 6 weeks? So it's not just her. The first one's ever said that. It's because of when a person has an orgasm, especially when men climax, you lose testosterone levels, right? Women do too, because we have testosterone too. Most people don't know that, but we do.
Right.
We don't have the same levels as men, but we do. And you want as much testosterone levels in your system before when you're going to fight, because it helps you along with the fight. So it makes sense. I don't see no problem with that.
Okay. Yes, indeed. Good stuff. All right, we're gonna start cooking now. We're gonna get to the mess now. The Diddy trial. This is the mess, man. Look. So first and foremost, P. Diddy is on trial right now for the government is charging him with sex trafficking, racketeering, and some other shit. What the fuck was it? I forgot what the other one was. I keep forgetting the last charge, but fraud or whatever the fuck. So they got him hemmed up. All right, he in a bind right now, and they got witnesses after witnesses to come in and testify that he has been guilty of beating up this chick Cassie, one of his broads. Diddy had like 5 or 6 chicks in his rotation at the time, but this one chick that they focusing on, Cassie, and they're saying he was beating her up and stuff like that, and he was beating her ass, but they're also saying that he forced her to and coerced her to have sex in these free calls. All right. Now, there's evidence from text messages that she sent to Diddy and from the sex workers themselves taking a stand saying that Cassie was, involved with the shit. You know what I mean? She was giving me instructions just like Diddy was giving me instructions. She told me to bust a nut right here and not bust a nut right there. She had just as much control as Diddy, is what the sex workers were saying. So now, I want to get Destiny as a female. I don't know if have you been following this case?
What?
Have you been following the case, Destiny?
You mainly, or whatever, little tidbits here and there.
Okay, well, what's your thoughts on from your perspective from a woman? What's your thoughts on the case?
To be honest, I'm not a fan of Diddy. I mean, he's not a great human being, but I just think this trial. I remember, man, you was talking. I told you it was going racketeering because that kidnapping. When they showed him, he pretty much kidnapped her. On the elevator thingy, escalator thingy. Yeah, I know they was gonna get him on that. But yeah, this whole, I just think it's nonsensical. It's nonsensical. I don't think the federal government had a choice but to take this to court because they kept holding off. He denying him a right to a speedy trial would be cause to throw this whole case out, having him locked up and not on the speedy trial. You know what I'm saying? Part of the our constitutional rights to have a speedy trial. So but so we're walking a very fine line with this case here with the Diddy and Cassie. I don't see how she's even now allowed to testify because they settled out of court, for what I understood, right, for some large amount of money. So I'm not really understanding how she's able to testify and all these other things. It's kind of bizarre to me.
I'll tell you how that goes. What happened with that is this. Same thing that happened to me, right? For those who don't know, I've been through a similar situation as Diddy. Mine didn't never go to court because I had all my evidence to shut all that bullshit down. But I had a woman lying on me, accused me of all kind of fuck shit. I mean, just the most egregious shit. But this is how it went down with that. I had non-disclosure agreements, NDAs, all that stuff signed with every woman I deal with. You know what I'm saying? And we have arrangements. Listen, I don't trust you hoes, so I need to record you. If we're going to have relations, I need to record it. Just to make sure you ain't finna pull no fuck shit later on. So what happens is some women agree to it because they want to fuck with you. But then they sign a non-disclosure agreement and shit like that. But then what happens is this is how they can get out of it. If a crime is committed, the non-disclosure agreement is now null and void. So the way they can get out of it is by saying it was a crime committed. He raped me. He punched me. He stole something from me. He stole my cell phone. He something. If they can prove that if they can allege it was a crime committed, that's the scapegoat that they can use to get out of the non-disclosure agreement. You know what I mean? So that's how that works.
Oh, okay. So, again, I don't really know much about this so-called sex trafficking thing. I truly thought that once they settled that out of court or whatever, that was it. But I told you that's what they were going to get them on, that racketeering BS. I told you that. But from what I understand, they don't have the video no more, so I don't really know what the the federal government angle is. It seems very bizarre to me.
Let me go to Blu-ray. What's your thoughts on, as far as what you've been following Blu-ray? What's your thoughts on the case, man?
Well, in my opinion, man, even though I don't like Diddy, like I told you, I think he's a scumbag, me personally.
And me too.
But
me too.
But when it comes to being able to compartmentalize and just go by the facts, I don't see how P. Diddy forced her to do anything. She had a boyfriend, Ryan Leslie, who she was already making music with. In my opinion, she was an opportunist because she met Diddy. Diddy probably whispered some good nothings in her ear. He wanted Ryan Leslie girl, so he was scumbag for that. He was already working with Ryan Leslie. Yeah, knowing that was his girl, promised his girl a record deal, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. She bid on it. And then, they even proved that she was going to, P. Diddy was making up events in Florida where she would fly to Florida like she's about to perform or do an event, and she was going down there to meet Diddy. You know what I'm saying? While she was actually in a relationship with Ryan Leslie.
Right.
So for all the people that try to sit up here and say that Diddy forced her, well, why would you even be involved with a man when you already got a boyfriend? So go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, don't forget the part where, speaking of what you're talking about, she texted Diddy. And they read it in court. She said, "I feel sneaky and foul. I don't feel like I'm a good person." Right. So she knew what she was doing. So that's
fact. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So everybody trying to portray her as this innocent individual, but at the end of the day, you knew exactly what you were doing. You know the decisions that you were making. So I don't see how Diddy forced her to do anything, because when she's in a relationship with Ryan Leslie and she got on that plane to go meet Diddy, knowing she was about to go deal with Diddy and she had a boyfriend, that was a conscious decision you made. P. Diddy didn't make you get on that plane.
Right. Indeed. I want to say this too, man. Another thing that really irritated me about this trial, so much stuff, dude, but the hypocrites really pissed me off, right? I'm a man. I done did some fucked up shit before, but I ain't never took advantage of no woman as far as raping or no bullshit like that. Never. In my life.
Me either.
You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, like, what pissed me off is you got radio hosts like Charlemagne out here shitting on Diddy and like he working for the government. I know he is. I've heard Charlemagne say certain things. I wish I had the clips to play, but I can't because they will just flag my shit. But because Charlemagne a bitch ass nigga like that. But I heard Charlemagne using certain language earlier this week or late last week. I heard him using certain language that is being used in court today. It was never used in court until today. But I heard Charlemagne using those exact words on the Breakfast Club. I'm like, wait a minute. What the fuck? Bro, I don't believe in coincidences. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, Charlemagne has been a proponent to lock Diddy up. Oh, he beat Cassie up. He beat her up. But what pisses me off about it is, nigga, you had a rape case on you.
Facts.
You had a case on you that you got swiped clean off the internet. You admitted to giving a girl, to spiking a girl drink, getting her drunk, and then fucking her. And then you took a plea deal for the rape case, and somehow you become the goddamn mayor of the Democratic Party or some crazy shit. Like you out here like some type of motherfucking role model or something. You write books talking about mental health. Let me play this clip so y'all can hear it for yourself with Charlemagne.
I thought he was talking about that with his wife, right? Didn't he say he did something crazy like that with his wife?
No, he probably did with his wife too.
Oh, okay.
But Charlemagne, no, he took a plea deal for raping a girl.
I never knew that. I don't like him anyways.
They swiped it clean. Let me play this clip.
I got this girl real drunk, and
that sentence sounds a little fishy. I got her drunk.
I didn't just get her drunk. I remember I went to the sex store and got Spanish Fly.
Oh, so you raped her?
Shut up. Spanish Fly. They sell it in the sex store. I'm telling the truth. They sell it in the Spanish store. I had the fucking.
They sell knives at the store too. You could put that to a girl's throat and have sex with her. That doesn't mean it's illegal.
So I put the Spanish Fly in the E&J. We drinking the E&J and shit. So in my mind, I don't know if this shit really worked, but I felt like I got horny as a motherfucker too. Right? So she was drunk as shit, and we had sex and shit, and like. A lot of my boys was trying to come in the room and fuck her. I'm like, nah, chill out. I can't. I'm not doing that. And I'm like, let you run a train on it. That's rape. Yeah. Okay. So, right. So
if it's just one-on-one, it ain't rape.
Yeah. So the next
trains are rape.
So the next morning she wakes up. And we talk about it.
So if anybody.
All right. So what happened after that situation is Charlemagne took a plea deal for I think 3 years probation. Something like that. He took a plea deal. Y'all gotta look it up yourself. But he took a plea deal to where he pled guilty for some type of sexual assault. All right, and my issue is not only did he do that, Charlemagne was on the Breakfast Club for years. I've been watching the Breakfast Club since its inception. Charlemagne has always been the type of nigga when a girl get up, he sniff her seat.
That's weird.
No, straight up. He tell. Matter of fact, fuck it. I mean.
No, I believe you. I'm just saying that's super.
No, I'm gonna share my screen because I wanna. We got to cook on this. Let me see here. Let me find it on YouTube real quick. I don't give a fuck. We're gonna cook on this. Let me see. I want everybody to see this shit.
Girl, you're not gonna keep running in and out this damn room. Buttercup, take the ass out. Get out.
Let me see here. I wonder if this is it. Is this it or no? I typed in the wrong title. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, I typed in the wrong title. My bad. Okay, let's see. I think this is it. All right, let me. This is a short video. I'm gonna play it just so y'all get a glimpse of what Charlemagne used to be back when I first started watching this nigga. Let me see. Share the screen. All right, here we go.
Donkey of the day goes to me. They used to sell Spanish Fly in the fucking
at the
sex
bodega,
store, and it was cola flavored.
You can give a girl Spanish Fly as long as she knows. It's all about consent. I don't understand why I'm explaining this to you, and it makes me a little bit worried.
I told you about a young lady I was having sex with.
She started crying.
You just look like a pedophile the way you just looking right now.
I got a daughter. I know she gonna suck one day. So a black woman can't be in the White House, and you gonna learn to love this sucking this pee-pee. I sniffed your chair last time you was
You're
here.
a sick person.
Yes, the woman that men love to masturbate to her Instagram. 1 in 3 men have masturbated to her Instagram. Every man has masturbated to this woman at least once in their life. You got a great body.
Sounds like a rapist, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I'm a creep. I'm a sexual deviant. Your breasts are ready for feeding. Talking to a sexual deviant. So when I saw her in the lobby, I thought she was a new intern, so I went into predator mode. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I can tell the way you sit. You got some.
Oh my god.
I'll suck a fart out your butt.
What?
J-Lo, I want to suck a fart out your butt.
No.
Just you.
This nigga is diabolical. This is a diabolical ass nigga, bro.
Nah, for real.
Bro, what the fuck wrong with this nigga? Yo, this is Charlemagne I was watching a few years ago, but now he's automatically this motherfucking, I write books, I'm a motivational speaker. Oh, Diddy's a creep. No, nigga, you're a motherfucking creep. How dare you bring your bitch ass on here talking about Diddy or Shannon Sharp or anybody else when you acting like, see, he trying to play these young niggas. The young niggas don't know who the fuck. I know who the fuck you is, bro.
He was on that one. He does that one show with that little racist comedian cat.
Yep.
Andrew Schulz, right? And he said something extremely strange on there too. He was saying I forgot what the conversation was, but he said he would like to get some more penis so he can give his own self some oral sex. Very strange comment. It's very bizarre. I don't know what goes on through Charlemagne's head, and he's a very odd individual. Very strange.
Charlemagne let that dude, his co-host, I forgot his name, on that show you talking about.
You talking about Andrew Schulz?
Oh yeah, that little racist, Caucasian.
Andrew Schulz. Andrew Schulz has consistently been saying he wants to rape Kendrick Lamar.
That's fucking strange.
Ain't that crazy? Like, this nigga keeps saying he want to fuck Kendrick Lamar. Charlemagne never checked him. Never told, hey, bro, stop saying that. It's fucking up the game. You know what I'm saying? This dude keeps saying, oh, I'll fuck Kendrick Lamar. I'll fuck him. Like, what the fuck is this weird ass shit? Blu-ray, what's your thoughts on this?
He said that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well.
I'm sure Kendrick Lamar will whoop his ass. I mean,
yeah, I'm actually a fan of Andrew Schulz. I actually like him, but
nah, absolutely not.
I said I like him. I didn't say you like him.
I know. I'm just saying. Oh yeah, absolutely. He's a.
Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but me personally, I like him. I hadn't heard him say what you just said, 7-8. If he said it, send me the clip. I listen to it, and I critique that as far as that. But you know, I can't speak on something I hadn't heard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. What's your thoughts, Destiny?
Yeah, he needs. That's like, isn't that considered like a threat or something like that? You can go to jail for things like that, seriously. And because he's standing on, see, that's considered a federal crime. If I was, what the little boy name is, Kendrick Lamar, I would definitely have some charges pressed on him for that. That is extremely disturbing. And Caucasians are very disturbing anyways. You know, they're all into that weirdness anyways. So, very disturbing individual.
Let me see if this is the video. I haven't prepped this, so I don't know if this is the exact video I want to show y'all, but I'm going to see. Let me see if this is it. Let's play this one and see if this is it. I hope so.
You want to squabble up with Kenny? That fuck him up. Like, first of all, Kendrick's people and the gang affiliate, you know, everybody, his security, they will kill me. They will destroy me. But just Kendrick, I would make love to him. And there's nothing he can do about it. Just.
Okay, that's enough. We don't hear nothing else.
Now, hold on. Now, 7-8, let's be real, bro. That was a joke, bro. Come on.
No, come on.
That's a weird.
Hold up.
Let me speak.
He didn't know. Come on, bro.
Let me
double
speak.
down on this.
Let me speak real quick.
Go ahead, bro.
Now, me and you not finna say that. I don't care if I'm a comedian. Nah, I'm not. That's a line I'm not crossing. But I know Andrew Schulz, and I watch him. He being funny.
He ain't being funny because people already had backlash about it, and he doubled down on the shit like, oh, what he gonna do? I'll still fuck him. Like, no, that's
bro,
not.
Listen, no joke. We know that's a man law violation. We don't play them type games. I don't play no gay games on no level. You know what I'm saying? But I can tell from that clip he was trying to be funny, even though to me it's not funny. Period. Ain't nothing fun about nobody playing with your manhood. Because we don't play like that.
If we know that, bro, if we know that ain't funny and we don't play like that, why are we giving him a pass because he a white boy?
I'm not. No. First of all, I'm not giving him a pass because that's no Diddy, no homo all the way across the board. We don't even play them tight games. You mess around get slapped playing with me like that. Period. You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that's something Kendrick gotta address, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, if somebody came on the show and say, hey, Blu-ray, I F you. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I'm gonna say, bro, watch your mouth. Don't play like that. After that, my only decision is when they see me, they better keep the same energy. I'm not gonna go back and forth with you. I'm gonna address it. Once you keep playing with me, I'm done. I'm not gonna do no talking. Just when you see me, just stand on what you said. It's that simple. I'm not gonna argue about none of that.
Bro, this dude was not talking about a joke. The dude was saying Kendrick Lamar physically could not stop him from raping him, is what he's saying.
Yeah, he literally just say that. I mean,
no, I got it, but
he's saying, bro, if I wanted to, I could fuck Kendrick. Oh, he couldn't stop me. I'm bigger than him. That's what he said. He flexing on him. I get it, but 7 it was still a joke, bro. I'm being honest with you. Man, that's not no joke, bro.
It's not a joke to 7 It's not a joke to me and you. It's not a joke,
man. It
but you know, just like Destiny said, you know them other people. They are different types, bro. Have you ever been around Caucasian people?
I grew up around a whole bunch of them.
So what I'm saying is, you know, 7 you know, bro, you know they do.
I know this. I know this from history. When a white man say he'll do something to you, he gonna do some sexual deviant shit to you. I'm not here to defend him and say, well,
bro, Andrew Schulz ain't gay though, bro. That's my whole point.
We don't know that. We don't know that.
Listen.
We don't know that.
That man just said he'll fuck another man.
You are correct. Y'all are correct. But again, I know white men that are not gay that have made comments like that. White people do stuff like that. I'm not taking up for them, but I'm just keeping. I know how to compartmentalize, bro.
Let's play it again. Let me see here. Let's get to Andrew Schulz.
Let me say that. I've heard Andrew Schulz speak against homosexuality. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying.
That doesn't mean anything. You have plenty of people who act homophobic and be gay as hell.
That's true. I agree.
All right, let me play what he's saying. Let me see.
I need that fuck them up. Like, first of all, Kendrick's people and the gang affiliate, everybody, his security, they will kill me. They will destroy me. But just Kendrick, I would make love to him. And there's nothing he could do about it. Just Kendrick Lamar, I would make love to him. And the only thing that he could do is decide if it's consensual or not.
Why you trolling like a bitch? Ain't you tired?
There's nothing he could physically do to stop that besides put his legs in the air and choose a position. Maybe I'll let him choose a position. Like, what? Let me suck it up. Put your legs up in the air, sea walk in the sky.
Yeah, he doing too much.
Thigh pussy for your boy. That's not gay. I need you like this. I need thigh pussy, but I need it to be like two.
78. Okay. This is very fucking strange. I just
did it.
Trust me. 78. He for sure went too far. That's 100%.
Bro,
I know them niggas was trying to be funny, making jokes.
That's the first video, bro. The nigga he have done. Andrew Schulz has done 2 more videos like this, and people start criticizing Charlemagne. Like, bro, why you not telling dude to stop doing that shit, man? Are you fuck with Kendrick? Why you letting this dude come on your show and keep talking about he'll fuck Kendrick? He keep doing it. It's not like he said it one time, that's a bad joke, but he keep doing it.
Bro, listen, I can't speak for that man. Of course, that is a violation, in my opinion, all the way across the board. We ain't finna play them type games. And if I send you, I'm gonna slap the hell out you. Square business.
Absolutely. I can't see.
But I just know white people, bro, they play like that and do stuff like that. So you know what I'm saying? I done seen it with my own eyes.
You need to play with other Caucasians like that. Don't talk about our black people like that. And those black men that sit on that damn sofa laughing and kikiing it up and thinking everything is okay. But the thing is, though, it's psychological too, Blu-ray. You got to think back to the so-called buck breaking farms and things like that, when these Caucasians took, enslaved blacks and raped these men. This is what he's doing. And Andrew Schulz, make no mistake about it, he's not a dummy. He knows exactly what he's saying and he knows exactly what he's doing. And for you to even pretend to act like this is a goddamn joke or whatever, it's crazy.
It's not a pretend. I'm not pretending it's a joke. It was a joke, but at the same time,
that's not a joke.
Sit up here and tell again, I cannot sit up here and tell somebody what and what not to joke about. I'm not going to stress myself out about somebody else making a joke, because at the end of the day, when I heard the first thing I heard them talk about was fighting. The context of what they were talking about was fighting. So he was trying to be funny, saying that he would do that to him. That's how bad he could beat him up. I already understood where they was going with that. It was a joke, regardless of how we don't like it, because I don't like it. It was still the nigga was trying to be funny. That's just a fact.
Okay. So hold up. Let me ask this question, because I hear a lot of people say that in regards to even when you hear the stories about Death Row and Suge Knight, and they made these niggas drink pee, and Suge Knight to my nigga, Dr. Dre fuck some nigga, all kind of dumb shit, right? Mm-hmm. In my opinion, if you beat a nigga ass, what do your dick have to do with you beating his ass?
It ain't got nothing to do with it.
It's humiliation.
So now, hear me out now. You just said your dick ain't got nothing to do with it. So that's how I feel. So anybody that I ever hear from way back when I was a shorty, but niggas used to say shit like, "Oh man, I beat his ass. I pistol whip him, make that nigga suck my dick." I already know he a fag right away. What the fuck do your dick got to do?
Yeah, you don't even play, bro. It's just certain stuff we don't say. But like I said, bro, again, we both know, and even Destiny even said, white people do and say the most outlandish things, and that's just a fact.
But bro, if they do that, and
I'm gonna listen, as a black man, I'm not even trying to understand them.
So no, what I'm saying is this: if they do that, and we all acknowledge they do that, and he's saying he do that, and we know throughout history they have actually fucked black men. Why? I can't take that as a joke. That's a threat.
I get what you're saying, bro. But listen,
definitely.
Okay, all right, watch this. Let me ask you something, bro, and I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with me.
Mm-hmm.
I know this dude, bro. He dressed like a girl, right?
You're fag.
Just hold on. Just listen to what I'm saying.
My bad. I forgot. I thought it was on my Patreon. I should never said that on YouTube.
I know this dude. He dressed like a female, right? So, I don't like gay people, right? So, it was my homegirl partner, so I can't tell her he can't come over. You know what I'm saying? So when he come over, I speak and just be cordial. I really don't say too much. But one day we just had a conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And so he disclosed to me that he had never slept with a man. I was like, why you dress like? I was like, bro, why you dressing like a woman if you ain't never slept with a man? If you ain't never slept with a man, you technically not gay. Something wrong with you. But until you actually have intercourse with another man, that's what actually makes you gay.
Well,
you feel what I'm saying? Now, that other word you used a while ago, you for sure that. But you're not actually gay until you sleep with another man or have any type of dealings with another man. Do you agree or disagree?
I disagree. I disagree with that, but I'm gonna let Destiny go first, though. Then I'm gonna come in. Go ahead, Destiny. What's your thoughts?
Because being gay has nothing to actually do with the actual sexual act. It has everything to do with the feelings that you feel towards the same sex. Just because you don't have sex with you have people out here who don't have sex, period, but they can still be straight and be attracted to the opposite sex.
But I never asked. Now that's a question I never asked him about all that. My only thing was he was dressed like a woman. I never asked him was he attractive men.
Well, there's a lot of men that do that though.
He just said that he had never been with another man.
You know who else used to cross dress? It's going to completely shock you all, and you can Google it, because I'm not lying. Marvin Gaye used to cross dress.
I heard that story.
Are y'all for real?
Yeah, dead ass. Google it.
I heard it, and I heard that's why his daddy popped him.
Well, no, his daddy he got it from his daddy. Cross dressing. You know what his daddy used to do.
I heard was his daddy was arguing with him about zesty stuff, but I never talked about it because, in my opinion, if they can't prove it, it didn't happen. I ain't gonna comment.
Well, his ex-wife, and I believe they said, a thing, a biography about Marvin Gaye many years ago, probably about 20 years ago.
Hey, but let's stay on white folks though.
Okay, yes, but no, let's get back to Andrew Schulz. He is a known racist too. He's completely a known racist. He said plenty of racist things, and he thinks it's funny. And he has these dumbass black people who will sit around and, and be all Benedict Arnold's with him and kikiing it up and thinking everything's a-okay. But that
I think we get racist and prejudice mixed, in my opinion. We get those conflated.
No, I don't get prejudice is like
he's not
prejudice.
racist because let me tell you something. If he was a real racist, he wouldn't have a black man.
Let it cook though. Let it cook though, Blu-ray.
He is a racist. He has said and done racist things. And then we have Benedict Arnold, who will sit around him and kikiing it up and thinking what he's saying is funny. He has disrespected black women several different times, talking about hair and all this other kind of things, nonsense. Then he went on this rant against Kendrick Lamar. I'm not even a fan of Kendrick Lamar. But for him to say he's going to rape this man, that is psychological. He is not a dumb man on Blu-ray. That by no means. Make no mistake about it. He knew exactly what he was saying, and he knew exactly why he was saying it. That is something that is in him because he has a white supremacy personality. He has that white supremacy complex. He thinks he is superior. That white privilege thing going on. And that's why he said those things, because he knows the history about the buck breaking farms and things of that nature. That's why he said that. And I just cannot, I don't understand, like, why is he not, why we ain't canceled him? We be so quick to cancel other black people, but why we ain't canceled him yet? Like, I don't get it.
He's not racist.
Really don't get it.
Now, he might be prejudiced, but he's surely not racist because
he's racist.
A real, my definition of racist and your definition of racist is two different things. Because this is my definition of racist. When somebody is truly racist, they don't deal with black people at all.
No, that's not true.
Listen. I said my definition. Can I have my definition, please?
Let me cook after Blu-ray. Go ahead.
Can I have my own definition of racist?
Yes, sir, brother.
When I said somebody is racist, that means they don't deal with black people at all. So the fact that Andrew Schulz got black people on his staff, the fact that he got a black co-host, the fact that he got other black people on his podcast lets me know that he's not the type of racist that I believe he is. Now, he might be prejudiced. I'm not going to argue that. That's not my argument. But I'm talking about racist. When I think of a racist white man, I'm thinking about somebody that does not like black people at all. I don't want to be associated with you. I won't drink. I won't stand in the same room with you. I won't drink with you. I won't go out to eat with you. I won't do anything with you. Those are the type of racists that my grandfather told me that he dealt with. So when I think of racist, that's what I think of racist is.
All right, let me say this. I totally disagree with that description of racism because the brother Brooklyn Born just put it in the chat. White racist slave masters will fuck the shit out of men, women, and children. Right? Even though they said black folks were dirty dogs, scum of the earth, they would still go out there and rape them.
But hold on, but
no, let me cook.
I gotta respond to that one. Let me make that one response.
No, bro, I didn't cut you off. Even though they say black folks were this and that, and they teaching the world black folks is scum of the earth, they still out here smashing the gas on them. Then you got black folks working in your house, breastfeeding your children, cooking your food. You got black folks cooking your food and breastfeeding your babies, but you can't stand niggas. Them are still racist. They're still racist.
So right? Tim Nate, that was every single white slave owner.
Racist.
No, listen to what I'm saying. You're telling me every single white slave owner.
I'm talking about the ones I just pointed out. They racist.
Okay, hold on, but listen, what I'm saying is that remember, my definition of racist was white men that didn't deal. Even though what you're saying is 100% facts, I'm not going to argue what you're saying because what you're saying is true, right? But what I'm saying is every white man didn't deal with black women.
No, that's true. Every white man, some white men felt like I would never touch a dirty nigger.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Hold up. So, are you saying that the white men who had slaves and fucked black women, they wasn't racist? Tell me that.
They wasn't the type of racist I believe. I believe that they were.
Hold on, listen. Come on, bro. Come on, fam.
If you will sleep with if you will deal with a black woman, you're not racist to me.
Blu-ray. Are they racist, bro? I didn't hear you say it.
They are. Listen, there's a difference between racist and prejudice, bro.
Oh my goodness gracious! I can't. Come on, Blu-ray, bro.
Hold on. 78.
Gotta knock it off, 78.
78. Let me ask you a question.
Knock it off. This is outlandish.
Blu-ray,
78. Let me ask you a question.
Don't do this to yourself, bro.
78. Let me ask you a question.
Look at the chat.
78. Let me ask you a question.
No, bro. Fuck them petrol.
Can I ask you a question, bro?
Rape my motherfucking ancestors, and you
bro,
tell me,
can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question?
Blue Ray, come on, fam.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, go ahead, bro.
Now, what you saying, you already know, because I'm pro-black. I do stuff in the community for black people for real out of my own pocket. I done started programs, everything. So when anybody wanna come against me about being black, we can pull up receipts on how much money we done spent in our own community and what we done built in our own community, and then we can have that conversation for anybody. And I'm not talking about you, 70. I'm talking about for anybody that feel like I'm not for my people, because I promise you, I done did way more for my own people out of my own pocket in my community than 99% of the people on this. I guarantee you that. Now, hold on. Let me say this. I'm gonna tell you why
that's not the move, bro.
Hold on. Let me say this.
I know drug dealers right now.
Listen, I'm not talking about no drug dealers. I'm not none of that. 78. I do positive things, my brother. I don't hurt my community.
Bro,
and
you
then
can't go by that, bro.
I don't hurt my community, then try to bird feed us with a few turkeys. Nah, I don't do it.
Question about white folks.
Listen what I'm saying.
Black people. I'm asking you the question
about
white folk.
Bro,
listen. Rape our kids, raping women. You telling me they not racist because another white man wouldn't touch the kids?
Bro, no, what I said, no, that's not what I said. You putting your words in my mouth and your meaning on me. You can't do that.
Bro, I'm asking you a question.
I don't trip, bro. In my opinion, a white man that'll deal with a black woman is not racist.
That is so insane. That's beyond insanity. That is ridiculous.
Listen. Hold on. Let me ask you a question. Do you believe there's a certain ethnicity of women I won't deal with?
I don't know. It's not my business.
I'm talking to 78.
Oh.
Bro, I don't know now.
So hold on. There is an ethnicity of women that I won't deal with right now. That don't mean that I'm racist. That means I'm prejudiced toward them.
Bro, you just said
what you talking about is a crime. That has nothing to do with being racist.
I'm gonna let you cook, bro. Then I'm gonna cook, and I don't want no interruption. Go ahead, cook, bro.
78. What you're talking about is a crime. That has nothing to do with about being racist.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's it. Go ahead.
No, let me say something. That's.
Are you sure you're done? Because I don't want you to interrupt me now.
I'm done, fam.
Okay. Can I say something before you do, though?
Okay, go ahead.
That is the absolutely most outlandish thing I think I've ever heard in my life. If you sleep with a black woman, you're not racist. Thomas Jefferson had 8 children with his bed wench, right? I'm not going to call that woman a bed wench because he forced himself on her. What is that? And then he later gave her freedom when he was close to damn death or whatever, and their enslaved children, their freedom. But some of them, I think he even sold some of their children. So what does that have to do? That sleeping with someone has nothing to do with racism.
That's like no.
Idiotic, the most idiotic thing I think I've ever heard.
Destiny. That's like saying if I rape women, I can't hate women because I rape them. I have sex with women, so I can't hate them because I have sex with them. Now this is what I'm saying. Because historically, racist ass slave owners would buy black people to sexually assault them. That's like saying, well, the guy who kidnapped the girl and sexually assaulted her, he can't be a rape. Because he loved her. He having sex with her. He tender with her.
So now you reaching, bro. You reaching big time. You reaching.
Bro, you reaching, bro. Listen,
no. That's two different things, family. Come on now. I'm not gonna let you do that. Now, 78.
You said you weren't going to interrupt.
78. I was quiet until you said that. Now you reaching, fam. Come on. Now you reaching.
No. You said you weren't going to interrupt until I got done cooking.
I wasn't until you said that, but you projected now, fam.
No,
you can't
brother,
do that.
listen. I'm trying to tell you how you sound to the people.
No, you can't tell me how I'm sounding, fam.
Bro, I can tell you because I'm looking at the chat. Ain't nobody agreeing with you.
I don't listen. Just because everybody don't agree with me don't mean that they right.
You just said a white man, slave owner. We ain't talking about you said a white slave owner that buys black flesh and then rapes this shit is not racist because he's still having sex with black people.
Again,
racist.
I literally said what I said was, don't put words in my mouth. I said, when I say a man is racist, he won't deal with a black woman at all. Period. That's my definition.
The definition of racism, though,
What
bro.
you did, hold on.
That's not the definition of racism, brother. The
to
definition
me,
of racism is
to
you have an inherent belief that your race is superior to the next. That got nothing to do with sex.
Exactly. That's the exact definition of it.
That's not the definition of racism. I'm gonna pull up the definition of racism. And let's
pull it
see
up
if
then.
it got anything to do with what you're talking about.
Pull it up, 7-8.
I'm gonna pull up the definition of racism.
Now listen, and at the end of the day, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong when it comes to the terminology. But when it comes to my ideology, how I think, when I'm thinking about racism, and you conceded to my point that there are some white people that did not deal with black people at all, and they were slave owners. Is that not a fact?
Yes, there were some who didn't. But
Thank you. That's my whole point.
Okay,
that's my point.
Blu-ray. There are people who are rapists who don't rape men, but they rape women. There are rapists who rape children, but don't rape men or women. What are you talking about?
But you still conflating the issues, bro. You conflating.
No, you still a rapist, bro. You're changing.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but you still kind of conflating it, though. Come on.
Nah, bro.
Because you got hold on. Because you got hold on, 7-8. Because you got people, you got dudes that are people like women, but they won't deal with kids. You see what I'm saying? So it's easy.
That's still a rapist, though.
But what I'm saying is what you're saying is correct, 7-8. But what I'm saying is it's still easy to conflate the issues because now you're trying to put it all in one box, though, 7-8. Come on, bro.
Let me read. No, racist is racism, bro. Let me get to the you got different types of racism, different degrees and levels, but they're still a racist. Now,
I can now 7-8. Based on what you just said, I can concede to that. I can agree to that.
Okay, this say here. What's the best definition of racism? What the hell is this? Ain't the real definition?
Yes, it is. No, it is. They changed it 78 because white people kept trying to say black people can be racist, but we kept saying no because we don't have no power. We don't have no way to suppress you. So what are we talking about?
It says the most comprehensive definition of racism encompass both the belief of racial superiority and systematic discrimination, oppression, and the results from that belief. Okay. Now I was looking for a different definition. But
so 78, watch this, bro. None of that what you just read is actually detailing what what our conversation was about.
No. You ain't finna do that. Because you said
78. Come on, family.
No, come on, bro. Come on, Blu-ray. You just said that a man who is we talking about a white man now that buys black flesh and then rapes that flesh, man, woman, or child. You said that don't mean they racist because they having sex with a black person. A real racist wouldn't touch a black person.
That's my belief.
That's outlandish. Okay, you know what? Let him be great, 78. That's your belief, Blu-ray.
Yeah,
that's your belief.
Yeah, that's your belief.
Because I totally disagree with that. And
we know
by definition.
Listen, I don't have an issue with your perspective. I don't have an issue with 78 perspective. Y'all don't see me going up against y'all saying y'all wrong and all that.
Okay, you're right. So whatever but you can have a belief and then it's also reality. So you can have your belief, but there's also reality. In reality,
well, I'm going off the reality of what my grandfather taught me. My grandfather.
Okay, so there's only one truth, right?
My grandfather experienced it. My grandfather almost got killed for dealing with a white woman.
Yeah, I had an uncle.
And my grandfather told me all the stories of what he experienced. So based off what he dealt with, white men didn't like black women at all. Didn't touch them where he come from.
Okay, but so there's
I
got a question.
I didn't live that.
Right? There's only one truth. There's only one truth, 70 Blu-ray.
No, because like I said, there's degrees of racism. I can concede to that. I can agree to that.
There's only one truth, though, Blu-ray. So your beliefs that does not make it true, though. That's just your belief.
Your belief doesn't make it true. We can sit up here and play them games all day, Destiny.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question now. I got to ask my brother this question. Blu-ray. Now, don't interrupt, please, brother. Don't interrupt, and don't act like it can't happen. If 4 white boys kidnap you as you leaving the gym, throw you in the back of the pickup truck, knock you out, throw you in the back of the pickup truck, you wake up, motherfuckers fucking you and calling you nigger. Oh, we got this.
Bro,
man.
that's not, bro. Don't use me in no, bro. Don't use me in no mess like that, bro.
No,
I'm
bro.
not even. Don't use me in no mess like that, bro. Come on, bro.
No, see, you don't
use somebody else. Don't use me, my boy.
Okay, let's use somebody else. Let's say, motherfucking, I don't know, Shannon Sharp. Let's just use this nigga name. Shannon Sharp leaving the gym. 4 white boys pick up Shannon Sharp, knock him out, throw him, drug him, whatever, throw him in the back of the truck, pull him up, and they start fucking on him. And when he wake up, they call him all kind of niggers. You dirty nigga. Yeah, we gonna fuck your nigga, blah, blah, blah. We taking turns on your nigga. Is that not racism?
That's gay.
No, but is it not racism?
Bro, I believe, listen, I believe, bro, listen.
This is not hard.
I believe, listen
Blu-ray,
what I'm saying.
Bro, if you tell me that's not racism.
78, to me, a real racist person not gonna be involved with a black person.
Crazy as fuck, bro. Shit, I can't believe you doing this to yourself, bro. Niggas
Bro,
gonna hit this.
I don't have a listen, 78. I don't have an issue with nobody feeling no type of way. I'm a grown man.
Blu-ray, what is you saying? You saying what? You trying to defend these motherfuckers or something?
Bro, how about defending them? Make it make sense.
Boy, we ain't even got to the topic of the show yet because we've been arguing with you for 30 minutes about white people being racist.
Bro, again, I believe that real racist people don't deal with each other. That's, bro, what's so hard to understand about that? Y'all sitting up here because these freaky, sinful, evil people want to do all this so crazy stuff that make them racist. That make them nasty, evil, and gay.
Bro,
that has nothing to do with sexuality either, Blu-ray.
A motherfucker can be
race
gay
has nothing to do
and
with
racist.
sexuality.
A motherfucker can be gay and racist. Motherfucker rape you and calling you a nigga and you scared to say that's racist.
Bro, I'm not scared to say that's racist.
Okay, so let me ask
Why
you.
am I scared to say it's racist?
Bro, you're the one.
My definition of racist is people
Jermaine,
that don't deal with another
the hell up out of here with that. Nobody give a damn about your Caucasian girlfriend and her Caucasian ass mother. Get the fuck on. What are you talking about, sir?
Who are you talking to?
Ass up out of here.
Whoever
this Jermaine person is.
Oh, I was saying I don't have no white girlfriend.
No, not you, Blu-ray.
I was like, what? Girl, you only deal with white women.
No, not you.
Yeah, niggas doing their confession today, boy.
Right.
I need to hear this.
They all coming out.
What happened, 78?
I need to hear how Blu-ray feel. Because this conversation was supposed to go somewhere else. The only reason we stuck here is because I can't believe my nigga is like talking about motherfucker ain't racist because they fuck a black person. So a motherfucker that rape a black kid ain't racist if they think.
Bro, now you trying to conflate.
No,
now you
I'm
talking about
asking you
kids.
clear. No,
all
bro,
this old type of stuff, bro. Come on, man.
Fuck that, bro. I asked you.
Come on, bro. Now you playing. Now you conflating.
No, fuck that, Blu-ray. Everybody heard me ask you. I kept trying to give you.
Bro, you can't sit up here, bro. Listen what I said. When I said 78, when I said this, I said a real racist white man is not gonna have sex. Listen to what I'm saying. A real racist white man not gonna have sex with a black woman. Period.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
When I said that, you should say, okay, that's his definition of racism. Boom. Okay, bet. That's it.
Okay, but that's not.
You start giving me all these different scenarios to try to make. No, come on, man.
That's why, bro. The definition of racism is feeling like you and your people are superior to another race.
And systematically oppresses.
It has nothing to do with sex, bro.
Others.
It has the definition of racism.
So 78. So watch it. I'm glad.
I'm superior.
I'm glad you said what you just said. So 78. If it has nothing to do with sex, why is every example you using only relegated to sex?
No, because you won't stand on business when it comes to these motherfuckers was racist for raping our ancestors.
What you, bro?
You won't. Look at you.
Bro, no.
Look at you, bro. You fighting it right now.
Listen, I'm not fighting anything because I'm saying a lot of them people secretly love, a lot of them white men secretly love black women, bro. What you talking about?
Okay, bro. Let me ask you.
You don't believe that?
Let me ask you a question. Yeah, I do.
No. Stop. You mean to tell me you don't believe that some of them white men that was messing with black women that claim to be racist secretly didn't love black women?
Okay, yeah, I do.
Now answer the question.
I just answered it twice. I said yes, I do believe that. Let me ask you a question though. Now let me ask you a question. So, if I kidnap a bitch, right, and keep her held hostage in my motherfucking house. I fuck on her, I feed her, right? She don't belong to me, but I kidnapped the bitch. She belonged to me, right? That mean I'm not a rapist. I'm not a kidnapper because I love on her and I want to have sex with her. And I'm like, nigga, get the fuck out of here, bro. That's bullshit.
Boy, that's a crime, nigga. And you're a rapist, nigga. What you talking about?
Absolutely. And the same thing. See how easily when I put myself in an example.
No. Because hold on. The reason I said that is because
no, come on, fam. Let me
hold on. Can I answer? Can I make it make sense? Can I make it make sense?
Let me tell you what you just did first. What you just did, I used myself strategically. You see how quickly you just made me a criminal, but it took you an hour to say.
No. That's not true. Because I've been saying this entire time that it's a crime. Have I not been saying it?
Yeah, you have. 78, let me put a spin on it for Blu-ray, right? So say you take this young lady, you take her, you're raping her, but you're feeding her, right? And then at some point, she starts believing that you do love her, right? Because at first you're very cruel to her, you locking her to the bed and things of this nature, right? And then slowly you start unlocking her, you're letting her walk around the house. Then, slowly you're starting taking her to the grocery store, right? And then when she finally is, they discover her, she's so-called saved by the police, right? And she defends you adamantly and says, oh, no, he loves me. No, there was no kidnapping. There was no rape. That's called Stockholm syndrome, right?
That's a fact.
Yeah, that's called Stockholm syndrome, right? So
that's true.
What you're saying is, because if we had some of the slave masters who would rape black women, black children, and again, the buck breaking farms, right? And then some of the black women will end up, placating to these Caucasians, these cave dwellers, and they would say, "Oh no, I want to stay with Massa. Massa treat me good, right?" But the whole time he's whipping you, he's whipping your children. He's snatching your baby out of your arms to sell it off to another plantation owner, right? That is racism, right? But what is happening is that because
I'm not going to say it's not. It is racism. I'm not going to say it's not racism. But what I'm saying is, what I call racism, and like what it all boils down to at the end of the day is what 78 said earlier, and I think this is where we keep missing the thing. 78 said there's different levels of racism,
right?
And I said 78. I agree. So at the end of the day, what you're talking about is racism. But when I think of racism, I think of you don't deal with black people at all.
Okay,
that's all I'm saying.
Okay, well, we get your. I mean, you have your own ideology.
No, I can't let my brother off the hook that easy, because I heard what you said, and I kept trying to throw you an alley-oop like, nah, he ain't saying that. I kept trying to throw you, so I was trying to clean it up for you, and you were standing on if a motherfucker is kidnapping black people and fucking them, he can't be racist because he having sex with black people. And I said, well, wait a minute now, it's different levels of racism. He can still be racist and want black people in his house being a house nigga. Some slave owners don't want black people in their house, period.
But
that don't mean they less than they are racist.
But 78, the reason I didn't answer your question and give you the answer you was expecting is because, like I said, when I think of racism, and I have not changed, and Destiny is a witness. When I think of racism, I think of a white person that don't deal with black people at all. How many times I gotta say it?
Bro, but that's not the actual definition of racism.
Well, that's what I'm saying. 78, that's what I'm saying. There can only be one truth. So whatever he's made up in his head, that's what it's going to be. Real.
Have I changed? Have I contradicted myself at all?
No, that's what you believe, and that's fine. I mean, it sounds, beyond bizarre to me, but whatever you like. If you like it, I love it. If you like it, I love it.
Racism is the inherent belief that one race is superior to the other.
78.
So that has nothing to do with you won't fuck another race because you feel like you're superior to another motherfucker. Oh, I won't kill him because I feel like I'm superior to him. I won't talk to him because I feel like I'm superior. That's not racism. Racism is feeling that you're better. You inherently, your bloodline is better than these other people because of their racial come up. That's all racism is.
So 78. So at the end of the day, what you're talking about when racism is somebody feeling superior than another race, that has nothing to do with sex. So when you're talking about graping somebody and all these things, what is that then? Because that's not.
No.
Hold on.
Okay, I'm asking you a question. I'm asking your question, I should say. Why is this? Watch this, y'all. Everybody in the chat, watch this. He just brought up it again. Watch this. So, I gave you an example. We weren't even supposed to be here. I was going somewhere else with this. We didn't spend an hour on this shit. I said, look, if
it was actually a good conversation, but go ahead.
Yeah, it was a good cook. But what I'm saying is this: if a white man who don't like black people, who feel that he's superior to black folks, if he goes into somewhere and kidnaps a black man, a black woman, and his child, and he tie him up and he fuck the shit out of him and call him a bunch of niggas,
bro,
why he doing it?
Bro,
is that racist? No, come on, bro.
No, hold on.
Why you keep cutting it off when I ask you stuff?
78, because you keep dumbing everything down.
No, I'm dumbing it down so you can answer it plain.
Because that's stupid.
Answer plain. You ain't answered it plain all night. You keep saying it's dumb, but you ain't answering it yet.
Bro, you're not listening to what you're doing. When I think I'm superior to somebody, that means that. Hold on. When I think of somebody, when we think of the word superior,
this shit disgusting. I'm sorry, bro. This shit disgusting. The fact that you couldn't answer that question, that's simple. You said it's dumbed down. You just said it's dumbed down, but you don't answer.
Bro, when you read the definition about superior, superior has nothing to do with sex.
Is it racism? Is that racism? Answer it. You can't even do it.
Yes.
What's wrong with you?
Yes. Now, again, let's talk about the definition and not the example you gave.
Thank you. You just said it's racist. Okay.
Hold on. But
I don't know why.
You're not listening to what you do. Bro, we need to have another conversation on this. For real. We need to have a part 2 to this.
Everybody hear what you saying, fam. You
bro,
like you owe these people.
Hold on, watch this. Destiny.
Right.
Let me ask you a simple question. When you think of superior, if you think of, let's just keep it 100, and I'm not saying that you are superior to somebody else.
Put the link in the chat so the people can come.
Hold on, 7 real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me ask that because she on the stage real quick. Destiny, you on the stage. Let me ask you this: when you think of you're superior to somebody, because I ain't gonna lie, you know what? I use myself. Let me use myself. When I think I'm superior to somebody, when it comes to working out, that means I'm better than them.
Right.
That's it. That's all. That means I believe that I have more knowledge than them. I believe that I can train better than them. I'm not gonna think that I can have sex better than them.
Okay, so let me.
What? Okay.
No. Because hold on, Destiny. Because 78 read the definition. The definition was talking about being superior in. When you think of superior, you think that you're better than somebody. Right. I'm not gonna have sex with somebody I feel like I'm better than that.
Okay, let me ask you a question. I hate that you did this to yourself. I really do, Blu-ray.
What you mean?
Listen, bro. Listen to me. Hear me out. I hate that you did this to yourself. I was trying to help you the whole show, bro.
You're not helping me because I haven't switched on nothing I said.
Blu-ray. Listen, I'm gonna repeat what you just said. You literally just said, "I'm not having sex with nobody who I think I'm superior than." Plenty of men have sex with women who they think they superior than every day.
Yeah.
Goofy.
So what do you?
They're goofy.
So you only have sex with women who you think are superior to you.
Bro, no. Hold on. I only have sex with women that I currently love.
Bro,
what you talking about?
You said what you said.
No. See, bro, you not 78. You not listening to yourself, man.
Bro,
you my brother. You my brother. Listen, you my brother, and I rock with you. I promise you I do. But listen, again, let me go back to Destiny real quick. Destiny, when you think of yourself being superior, are you gonna relegate being superior to sex? Yes or no?
Well, you think I'm
yes or no?
Let me finish. If I think
yes
of
or
myself,
no?
Let me finish. If I think of myself as being superior to somebody, in every aspect, I'm superior. Yes, and to include sex. Yes, all of it. No.
So what I'm saying, what I'm saying is that sex is not gonna be on your mind. Let's keep it 100 though. Even though I understand what you're saying, you think sex ain't finna be on your mind.
bro.
No, it's probably not gonna be on my mind right away, but yes, I'm still gonna feel superior in every aspect.
That's my point.
Let me say something to Blu-ray. Let me say something to my nigga real quick before I go to the panel. Like I said, this show is supposed to be about Diddy. I brought up sex because of Diddy, and you fucked up by jumping in like, nah, and then you fucked up my whole point. That's why we took a detour. We took a detour, left because I'm talking about Diddy shit, and you like, nah, it ain't race. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, that's what fucked us up. Let me go to the homie Soul. I see you in the building. What's happening with the Soul?
Hey, salute,
family. Hey, man. What's your thoughts?
Hey, I'm gonna do this first off. Hey, brother Blu-ray, I'm gonna recommend this book for you right here, brother. The ISIS Paper by Dr. Francis Chris Welsing, and that's really gonna help you with your understanding of racism. What you are talking about right now was white extremism, and it's still racism. It's a form of racism, but everybody else has been trying to explain to you that it's levels. You know what I'm saying? A surgeon, when you go into the hospital, yeah, they'll treat you, but are they gonna treat you with the same manner that they do when they fellow whites? Absolutely not. Your children at school, teachers teaching students. You know what I'm saying? A white teacher, she go home, she got, Klan memorabilia. But guess what? This is her job. So she go do the bare minimum for these black students. So that's my take on it, brother. You been stuck on white extremism because of your grandfather's experience, but there's levels to it, and that's what the brother and the dear sister was trying to explain to you. You know what I'm saying?
Now, so let me ask you a question.
Go ahead, brother.
Did I not agree with 78 when he said there's different levels of racism?
Yeah, but you've been pushing your narrative, and it don't separate the fact that what your opinion is on racism isn't necessarily the truth.
Hold on, so stop right there. Stop. No. Hold on, Destin. Hold on. So I asked 78 a specific question, and 78 said what I said was the truth. So I'm gonna ask you this question. So you just said my opinion. So let me see if my opinion is not the truth, because 78 said that my opinion was the truth or was a truth.
Yes. It's a level of racism.
Hold on, so let me ask you my question. Did every single white slave owner rape black women?
No.
I rest my case.
No. What is your case about?
That's a form of how they practice their power. But this is also true within a sector of the white community. They believe that they're not a man until they sleep with a black woman.
Let me give a better example, okay? Because Blu-ray don't like me using the sex. Okay, some pimps use finesse and game. They only use their mouthpiece, and they get inside a woman's head, and they believe that if you got to put hands on a woman, then you ain't really doing your job right. You supposed to get inside her mind. Some pimps believe you got to beat on her and first establish dominance so she afraid of you. You understand? But guess what? Both of them pimps. It don't matter what the fuck. Oh, I beat her. I don't beat mine. But you still a pimp.
That's true.
And that's all I'm saying about racism, bro.
Again, it doesn't matter if you're...
I concede it to your point, and you concede it to my point. So I'm trying to figure out what's the argument about.
No, we're gonna let the panel cook.
Well, no, what the argument was about, Blu-ray, you were saying, in your opinion, because if that Caucasian, that cave dweller, that knuckle dragger, with the RH gene, because he has black people in his orbit, therefore he's not racist. You also said, in your opinion, that if a man or Caucasian sleeps with a black woman, he's not racist because he's not a separatist. That was the issue. And we were trying to tell you that's absolutely insane. That is insanity.
Because I'm just saying, in my opinion, I just feel like if somebody is truly racist, even though there's levels, I feel like that if you're truly racist, you're not going to deal with the other ethnicity. That's all I was saying.
No, you are, because you know why? Most racists, they have a inferiority complex, right? It's not really superiority. It's more of a inferiority complex.
And jealousy.
That's exactly what it is. So therefore, if they can manipulate your people, if they can oppress your people through other means, that's more detrimental than just not dealing with them.
I agree. I agree with that 100% facts.
It is. That's what it is. So you're being a separatist has, it's really no bearing because actually that would be better for everybody. When they kept saying that Trump was talking about separate. By all means, Brother X said it best. Anyways, we were not ready to integrate with these Caucasians. And before that coon died, Martin Luther Coon, what did he say? He felt like he just led his people into a burning building.
Burn the house.
Yes, so we were not ready for integration, just like Brother X said.
Well, first of all, we shouldn't have never integrated. Let's put it like that.
Let me go to the brother JM. He been waiting to cook. Go ahead, brother JM.
Hey, what's up, 78 man?
Peace, fam. What's your thoughts on what we cooking on?
Yeah, so to this point, I got a lot of experience with this. My family has a lot of experience with this. I'm in the South, and in the South where I live, the racism is real thick. But white people love having sex with black people at the same time. But they'll date you, they'll marry you, they even have some kids. I got a relative that got a child with a white woman, and she's racist. Mm-hmm. And when push came to shove, and they got into their little quarrels after the honeymoon phase was over, guess what? She hauled off and called that man nigger 17 times in a row. So I don't want to hear nothing about, if you sleep with a white person or a white person sleep with you, or they got black friends, that mean they ain't racist. I seen it firsthand.
Bro,
Them usually be just as racist, if not more racist.
That's just your opinion, though.
No,
it's not. It's based on what I see.
Bro, there's no way, bro. If that woman is calling,
where are you from?
Don't do that. Just let him cook, bro.
I'm in Dallas, Texas.
That's something I gotta say too. Go ahead, JM.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm speaking from the perspective of what I actually see. So it's not cap. It's not a lie. Where I'm from. Shoot,
I'm not saying this a lot, my brother. What I'm saying is this. This is what I'm saying. And your cousin or relative probably truly love that white woman, etc. But what I'm saying is, if she's truly racist, in my opinion, she's not even gonna marry your kinfolk, bro.
Okay,
but that's not true because I see otherwise.
Let me ask you this one question though. All right, I'm gonna give you a scenario. That's a true scenario, right? Now, I think was it North Carolina or South Carolina? One of them Carolinas. White couple go out and they purposely adopt some black kids. Mm-hmm. They go out and adopt some black kids. They all the kids were siblings. They adopted them and they treated them like shit. They kept them living in a fucking shed. Living in a shed and had them doing yard work all day. Like they some motherfucking slaves and shit, right?
You talking about the one that just got 100 years or something like that?
Yeah, them. Now. Was them motherfuckers racist, or was they just like just regular people, just bad people? Was they not?
Nah, I believe they were racist.
Yeah, they racist, and they racist.
I believe they were racist.
Right. Okay. Now, let me go to the brother. Who is this in here? Prime Time. How you doing, family?
Hey, how you doing, fam?
I'm doing good, family. What's your cook on it?
See, I'm from California, and I feel like, okay, I be seeing Mexicans, right? Like in LA.
Right.
They listen to old school, oldies, Ice Cube, Snoop Dogg. They love Tupac. But It's like with them, they don't want you messing with their daughters. They don't want you messing with their nieces. None of that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But on the other hand, I notice with white people, they come mess with you. You know what I'm saying? Like they have sex with you. They'll chill with you. But in my opinion, they can still be racist. Just because somebody sleep with you, that don't mean that they don't. It could be fetish. It's called like a fetish. You know what I'm saying? It's like they just like they want to sleep. They want to reenact slavery. They want to feel like, I like this black girl over here. I want to, you know what I'm saying? I want to do this to her, do that. It's like a fetish. It's not that they like you. It's like they just like it's a fetish for them to reenact what their ancestors did. So, in my opinion, you still racist just because you sleep. You know, I sleep with a white girl. I don't mean I'm a marry her. I don't mean I like her like a sister. You know what I'm saying? So,
hey, bro, that's a good point. I forgot about that. I forgot bro. Man, I forgot all about that example with white folks, with us and white folks. You know what I'm saying? Because I look, I ain't gonna say nothing. Fuck it. It is what it is.
But hold on, LA. Let me ask you a question. So those Hispanic guys that don't like black men dealing with their daughters and all this type of stuff, do they deal with black women or they stay separated?
They deal with black women. Like even the Arabs, like when you go to the store,
Yep.
like you see the Indians,
Yep.
right? They have sex with the black lady all day, but you better not talk to her daughter. The daughter, like the daughter, is not available for you, but
Yep.
they'll have sex with the black woman all day.
And if the black woman fine too, they're gonna put her at the front of the store as the cashier, and
So
she gonna get a
Exactly.
little extra. But
Yeah,
hey,
they
yeah, you sleep with Maria though, they're gonna call you all types of putos and mates, and they're gonna be ready to slice your ass up.
and they're gonna disown Maria.
Oh yeah,
right,
absolutely. They're gonna
right,
disown. And Maria better not get pregnant.
right. They're gonna do. Yeah, that's
I've
true.
always said this that black vagina and black penis does not cure racism. You can sleep with all the Caucasians on planet Earth. That's not going to cure racism. That has
Right.
something to do. That's deeply embedded within them, with their insecurities and their inferiority complex. So us sleeping with these demons, these animals, because they really are related to animals according to their DNA. That's not going to cure them. That's not going to cure it. So I don't give a damn how many Caucasians you lay down with. When you lay down with dogs, you come up with fleas. So it doesn't matter. And you having all these little half-breed ass children running around here. That they're trying to recreate in America what they created in South Africa, trying to make their own black race, calling them what is it, colored? They call them over there in South Africa, right? They're trying to do that here now. If you notice all these all these movies and commercials, all these things, they're doing it for a reason, because Caucasians are dying. They are having more deaths than births. That's why they came up with a cure for COVID so fast, because more of them were dying from it. But now they're trying to do all the subtle things, because it's basic Darwinism, right? Survival of the fittest. So they know the black woman, we have the Eve gene, so-called Eve gene, according to their own science, right? If they can brainwash a black woman, you brainwash a generation, right? And if I can sleep with this black woman, I can save my Caucasian gene, right? And then you teach these children the same thing over and over and over again. You've created you recreated your race with us, and we're allowing this. This is what we're allowing by you saying you still deal with that Andrew Schulz dude. It's beyond idiocracy. This is what they're doing. Blu-ray. I don't know how you can't see what they're doing.
I like him as a comedian. I know how to compartmentalize.
Well, I mean, you don't support him at all. That's what I'm saying. What are you supporting him for?
I like him as a comedian.
Hey, it's an echo. We got a crazy echo.
I don't know where it came from.
Okay. All right, there you go.
Yeah, you speaking facts. Like one of the things, like I'm from New York, but I live in North Carolina, so I've seen it both sides of the house. A lot of the issue I have with the interracial thing is a lot of black folks, they turn on their own people when they start sleeping around with Latinas and white women. Next thing you know, they soft shoeing. It's like it wouldn't be as big a deal if you could really just do it like the white man do it and still be solid for your people. He'll sleep with a black woman, a Latina, an Asian, and he'll be a rank white supremacist at the end of the day. Black man start getting him some Latina ass. Next thing you know, he cooning. Yeah, he cooning. I seen it myself, man.
Talking about black women hair and how he hates black women are loud and ignorant. Yeah, just start saying all kind of outlandish things. It's
What are you talking about? Black men say the same thing. What do you mean?
That's what I'm talking about. That's my point.
That's the point. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like as soon as they start
the difference between the black man and the black woman. Me and 7A was talking about this like not too long ago.
Hold on. That's it. Black women criticize black men just as much. Don't do that.
You didn't let me finish. I was just about to say that. Me and 7A was just talking about this not too long ago. Do y'all remember like in the early 90s we was all like rocking the Malcolm X hats and things of that nature? We was all pro-black. We was all with what was the name of that damn group? Well, anyway, if it was with all the like, black groups that were coming out. Yeah, then all of a sudden we just started like it just exploded on us. Like so now we're beefing with each other. Oh, I hate you. I hate that black ass nigga. Oh, I hate that black ass.
See, no, this is the issue, right? No, this is the issue, Destiny. That's just like me and 7A, right? Like we've been doing this show. This is the first time we done really had opposing opinions. But me and 78, we gonna get off this thing and live our regular life and be Gucci and come back next week and do it again. A lot of black people, they can't have difference of opinion. It's like people have difference of opinion and then they'll stereotype you. Like it's gonna be some people in the chat. Oh, Blu-ray thing like that. I don't like him no more. Woo, woo, woo. Bro, that don't take away from my greatness and who I am as the individual just because we think differently. I'm gonna go to sleep in peace and not even think about this conversation we had. I actually want to do a part 2, right? But a lot of black people, when they have they can't have a conversation and still be good. They gotta get into it, fuss, fight, and now they enemy just because somebody didn't like somebody or somebody said this or somebody said that. That's just it's crazy how we do.
Well, that's what I've been saying for years. As far as black people lack conflict resolution skills, to the point where what we do is the moment somebody says some shit we disagree with, we immediately like fuck that nigga. We ain't talk to that nigga. Blah blah blah. But that's what's been happening, right? Now, white folks will debate, they'll argue, they disagree with each other, but then they'll still have a common goal, which is to stand on niggas' neck. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, well, let's just make sure we stay in power. We disagree, but let's just make sure we stay in power. Black folks don't have that luxury. You know what I'm saying? Because we not in power.
Chuck Willie, I am a black woman. What are you talking about? How am I a mixed race woman? Who told you that? I'm a black woman.
Why is even Chuck? Why are you even asking if she mixed race? Is she saying something you disagree with? Why are you asking about if she mixed race? What's your opinion on what we cooking on?
Exactly. What does me being a mixed race have to do with the fact being China?
7-8.
I stand on black. This is what I do stand on. How about that one?
Well, 7-8. Since I messed up the thumbnail, let me give you a thumbnail.
What thumbnail?
I'm talking about because I think we supposed to be talking about Diddy, but listen.
Oh yeah, we were supposed to talk about Diddy.
I know. Listen, see, we on this. I done messed up the thumbnail. I'm gonna give you a thumbnail. So listen, Ryan Clark been doing all this capping for black women, and come to find out, he got a baby by a white woman.
So
he got baby by a white woman.
Hold on.
Who are you talking about?
Ryan Clark.
This is basketball. He's talking about some football stuff.
I don't know.
Ryan Clark got baby by a white woman when he was a teenager.
It don't matter. No.
And now he married.
It don't matter. Listen, let me tell you something.
Matter. I'm gonna tell you why it matters.
7-8. That's
it absolutely matter because he never.
7-8. That's the way I think about Russell Wilson.
Nope.
So Russell Wilson didn't choose a white woman first.
No, I'm gonna tell you why.
Come on.
Ryan Clark. I'm gonna tell you why. Listen, people shitted on Ryan Clark. See, I got to say the topic because now everybody coming to chat talking about Diddy. People shitting on Ryan Clark. People shitting on Ryan Clark because of what he said about RG3. Now, let me tell you why he said what he said about RG3. This is the part that all these niggas keep sweeping under the rug. They keep sweeping under the rug because they don't want to deal with this. Right? I mean, RG3 with his coon ass came out. And this ain't his first time.
Now, he is one. I agree to that, 7-8. Now, I keep it 100. He is
RG3 is straight coon. I'm going to tell you what he did. RG3 came out and said about Angel Reese after a fucking basketball play. Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark shook hands after the game. Nobody talking about that, though.
Yeah.
So now, RG3 said, Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark. And she don't hate her from a basketball perspective either. It's a deep-seated, non-basketball hate. I know what hate looks like, and this is hate. Now, you're implying that she hates her because she's white. Because that's been what's been going on from the conservative perspective. That Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark because she's white. Caitlin Clark is hated because she's white. That's what he said. So then Ryan Clark came out and said, "Hold up, bro. I know you ain't talking. Like your last 2 marriages been to a white woman. You don't know what black women is going through in the household, what they struggling with. So you shouldn't even be talking about that. The reason why Ryan Clark brought up race is because RG3 low-key brought it up, but was too much of a coward to say it. He too much of a fucking coward to say what he wanted to say. He started talking about, she has this deep-seated hatred for Caitlin Clark, and it's beyond basketball. Well, if it ain't about race, what could it be? She got little titties?
Now watch this. Now, what you're saying is spot on, saying that I don't have no objection, but the only problem I got is that if you gonna speak on it, you can't speak about him having a white wife and you done had a baby with a white woman. I'm sorry, I'm saying that you might disagree, and that's fine.
But
listen, all my kids about black women, dark-skinned women.
I can't get down with that.
I can speak on that.
That's like saying any black man who has sex with a black non-black woman can't speak on.
No. What I'm saying is, hold on. What I'm saying, so you so right? Is that so?
That's GM. That's GM talking.
Oh, Jim, my bad, bro. My bad. So listen, Jim, my bad. This is what I'm saying. I see where you're going with that, but what I'm saying is this. I'm just saying that all this time, Ryan Clark been speaking, he been kind of like the spokesman for black women, because it's not the first time black women be riding his coattail, and that's cool, and I ain't got no problem with that. But what I'm saying is, I'm a man, I ain't had no kids with a woman outside of my race. So if somebody gonna speak for it, I'd rather for a man that only procreated with our own kind to speak on it. That's just all I'm saying.
Now, I hear you on that, but the problem is, I think that's a scapegoat to let RG3 coon ass off the hook.
Nah.
No, this is what I'm saying, bro. The reason why I say that is because I keep hearing, I was just talking to my homeboy about this earlier. RG3 came out and thought he was saying something slick. He thought he was cooking, boy. He thought he was going to get a good pat on the head from Massa. He came out talking about some, yeah, she got a deep-seated hatred. She got a deep-seated hatred towards Caleb.
Yeah, RG3, yeah, he's cool. I agree, that nigga straight pussy.
And he said it's non-basketball related. And now what he responded to is the narrative online that Angel Reese don't like Caitlin Clark because she white, which is ridiculous. But so when Ryan Clark was responding, he was talking about that. He said, "Bro, you saying this and this and that, but like, I mean, like, how you know what black women go through?
Ryan Clark was the same person taking up for Megan Thee Stallion, bro. Come on, man, stop.
Bro, ain't nobody said Ryan Clark was Jesus of Nazareth. I'm talking about this topic right here. What you talking about?
I know, but 78. But my point was, bro, every time anything happens in the public eye with a black woman, he be the first one to speak up. Like he the spokesman. That's all I'm saying.
Which is good, though. Which is good. We don't have enough of that going on, Blu-ray. What's the problem?
Nah, what I know, it's not an issue. My only point is if somebody gonna speak on it, let somebody speak that don't have no cream in their coffee. That's all I'm saying.
But I mean, he is married to a black woman, so if anybody,
but he procreated with a white woman first.
Okay, again, like I think it was 78 that said that. He was
like,
young, right?
Just like Russell Wilson, that nigga married a white woman first.
Yeah, he did. But I don't care nothing about Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson, why everybody hate this nigga? Russell Wilson ain't did nothing.
I didn't say I hate him. What I'm saying is,
I don't know
you didn't choose. He didn't choose a black woman first, bro.
Bro, he with Sierra right now, right?
But listen, if his white wife wouldn't have did what she did, she'd still be with that white woman.
Look, I could speak on this one because I went to NC State, so I came a little bit after Russ. Come on now, when you go on that NC State campus, them white girls all over you so damn fast. I didn't even play football, and they was on me fast.
Bro, that's what they do.
Come on now, we know what happened with Russ. He was the star QB, and they jumped on him.
So you telling me just because white women get on me, I got to deal with?
No, that's not what I'm saying. But come on now, everybody crashing Russell Wilson. He ain't never done nothing bad to no black person.
No. What I'm saying is that he chose a white woman first. Why y'all can't be honest and say
I hear you on that, Blu-ray. I'm finna put the link.
But you know, Malcolm X dealt with Caucasians too. He dealt with the Cave Bunny. He dealt with the Cave Bunny. I mean,
Jennifer,
I do agree with you though. Blu-ray, I don't think you could talk black and sleep Caucasian. I just don't agree with that.
Well, it's look.
But but what but what 78 is saying now, the man has a black wife. He's done it. You know, he's doing his great black things or whatever.
He chose a white woman first. I'm sorry.
I'm not defending that. I'm not defending if somebody was fucking with a white woman or something. That's not what I'm defending. I'm defending the point about his point about Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark.
And the funny thing is with that 78, it's the men that's trying to put these two women against each other. They don't seem to have an issue with each other, and they're trying to make it a race. And they definitely, especially that damn Stephen A. Coon Smith, They definitely trying to make it a race issue too. And it's despicable. It is despicable. Angel Reese will play. I mean, she outplays Caitlin Clark. You know, she runs circles around that damn girl. I don't even know why it's why it's even a conversation. It's no competition there. No competition.
Jennifer, if you want to come back in from last week, you're welcome to come back in as long as you mind your tongue.
78. Are you serious?
She in the chat.
Who's the Jennifer lady?
78. Are you serious?
Who's the Jennifer lady?
Oh, I'm finna be quiet. I'm finna let 78. 78. I'm gonna let you handle that, my brother.
I just want to hear what she got to say, because last week she didn't get a chance to cook because she was talking crazy.
Hey, Destiny, if Jennifer comes up, please let her talk first, okay?
Look at her.
I sure will let this Caucasian come up.
It always seems to be a race issue with these dudes. First of all, Jennifer, I live in America, and America is a racist country. If you disagree, why don't you pull up? Pull up, and let's talk about this.
I mean, your president.
Now, 78, ask me that question.
Your president's only allowing white Caucasians that live in South Africa
ask me that question, and I bet you get an answer from me.
Okay, is America a racist country?
Hell yeah, it is.
Ask her if she like black dick. I bet you she tell you yes.
Well, of course she like black. It ain't a woman on earth that don't like black dick. Now she might deny.
No, I don't like it. 78. I'm just playing.
Destiny, I was just about to roast you, girl.
Hey, Jennifer, you don't want to come on, or you just okay? Jennifer don't want to come on. She just want to be seen in the chat.
No, she's a cave bunny. Let the cave bunny do what cave bunnies do. She's gonna find there's gonna be some ashy Negro that's gonna want to talk to her. That's what she's here for.
They're gonna hit her up on Instagram. Hey, Jennifer, I agree with you. Low key.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Jennifer, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Jennifer, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you something. I suck your toes. I make all your mayonnaise sandwiches for you.
Yeah, exactly. Your mayonnaise sandwich.
Look, she told me, no, thank you guys are rude. No, we're not gonna be rude to you if you come on here with respect.
Jennifer, now, hold on, let me say something real quick, 78. Jennifer, now last week when 78 brought you on the stage, you came on the stage cussing, you were screaming, and you wouldn't even let 78 get a word in. So you can't call nobody rude. To be honest, you were the one that came in being rude, Jennifer.
Right. Please, by all means, come up here,
yes,
ma'am. Please, by all means. I would love to hear your take on things so I can light your ass up. But go on.
Destiny, you are already on one.
Don't scare her off, but no, Jennifer, for real.
But I ain't gonna, I'm not gonna curse at her. I don't need to curse at her.
If you want to come up here and talk, Jennifer, I'm gonna let you talk. I'm gonna give you 3 minutes to cook, as long as you don't say nothing crazy and racist. I'm gonna let you get 3 minutes to cook, give your perspective, and then we're gonna other people on the panel gonna have a civil conversation. Now we're gonna have our disagreements. Ain't nobody gonna disrespect you as long as you don't start raising your voice, talking shit, calling nobody no crazy type of names. You know what I'm saying? Don't start calling people names and simps and all that shit, because look, any type of them words gonna get you put on timeout.
Mm-hmm.
Come on up here and give your cook on this situation.
78, I promise you.
Here she goes.
Destiny not gonna last 2 seconds.
No, come on.
Quiet.
Jennifer, you there? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, I can't see. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah,
go ahead, Jennifer.
I'm outside. I'm actually on my break at work, but I ran into a 304 show. I'm like, shit, these are the dudes that were kind of assholes, being like, oh, I can smell you from in here as soon as you walk to the show. I made one freaking comment, and you're all like, nah, you don't know me, dude. But you're also quick to call women hoes and bitches and everything. I came on disrespectful. Before I even said a damn word, you guys were the ones that were saying all kinds of rude shit, and you know you were. So don't even play like that. Oh, I'm the disrespectful one? Get real, dude. You know.
Okay, well, Jennifer, my response to that is your original comment, unless you delete them, your original comment. No, I'm just hear me out, Jennifer. Hear me out. Unless you deleted them, your original comments are still on the last live, and you came in and you attacked us about the Diddy. Hear me out. No, hear me out. I'm not. Hear me out. I'm not. See, we said we weren't gonna do this.
No, as a matter of fact,
we said we weren't gonna do this.
You actually came up and said, "Oh, I'm surprised she didn't call me the N-word yet." And I'm like, "No."
No, that was like 20 minutes into our conversation.
You know that. But nah, you're gonna come
That came later. That came later. The video is still up, Jennifer. The video is still up.
You know what? Bring the video.
Go back and watch it. Now in the chat, you said you disagreed. You disagreed with the situation.
You know I know what I said.
Okay, Jennifer, let me ask you this question. Forget about the past. Let's talk about the future. All right, now listen, Jennifer.
And I've been following the case too. So
yeah, me too. I've been following it too. What did you think, Jennifer, of Cassie's mom testimony, which I thought was damaging to Diddy, but her mom got on the stand and she talked about Diddy abusing her daughter for years. How do you feel about her mom allowing this and not pulling her daughter out of that situation?
Well, I think her mom also knew that her daughter's in love. Her mom's been there too. And her mom wanted to respect her relationship in a way. I mean, obviously you dudes, I don't know where you're from. I'm from the country. So I had very little experience. I was very naive. And when I got in my first relationship, I was kind of dumb in that. So you know what?
Well, where you from, Jennifer? Jennifer, you don't have to give me your exact location. What state you from?
And I know we're talking about the case, but you know what? There's also a thing when I'm also trying to say I know where Cassie's coming from in this too, and I know where her mom's kind of coming from in this. Because my mom didn't really go into my relationship to even know that dude was a slimy piece of crap.
Right.
Jennifer, can I ask you a question?
Okay, go ahead, Blu-ray. Go ahead.
So when Cassie was in a relationship with Ryan Leslie and she took a trip to Miami to meet P. Diddy and she had a boyfriend, knowing that she was going to Miami to cheat on her boyfriend with P. Diddy, did he coerce her to go to Miami or did she go her own cognizance?
All right. And are we going to say how many girlfriends P. Diddy had around this time?
Oh, come on now.
So you guys are blaming the woman again? Come on.
Come on now.
It's good for the goose. It's good for the gander.
Jennifer, can you answer? Can you answer the question, please?
At the 304 show, is that what's going on?
Can you please answer the question? Did he force her to go to Miami? Did she get on a plane on her own and go?
Well, I guess she did. But you know, he also had incriminating videos. Hey, how do we know it's not? Hey, bitch, if you don't come and meet me, I'm going to show these videos.
Hey.
No, none of us know.
Hey, let me ask you a question, Jennifer. Where did you say you were from again? I'm sorry.
Poconos in Pennsylvania.
Okay. Who talks like that? Hey, bitch. Who talks like that?
I guess I do.
I mean, because you just gave an example.
I do, apparently.
No, I'm saying because you gave an example. Like, how do we know he didn't say, "Hey, bitch"? You know, like is that like from a movie, like a black exploitation movie or something? Where'd that come from?
No. You know what, man? I come up with my own life. I don't get it from movies or none of that shit. I don't know where you guys are coming off with that.
Okay, let me let the sister Destiny Black. Destiny, you got any questions?
Hold on, real quick. Hold on, 7 8. One more. Destiny, hold on. So Jennifer, so you're saying that at that particular time, let me give you a little backstory. P. Diddy and Cassie hadn't even had sex yet. Their first encounter having sex was inside of Miami, but she had a boyfriend named Ryan Leslie who she left to go meet with P. Diddy. So there was no way that he had incriminating videos because their first time having sex was when she went to Miami.
She also knew that Diddy was a slimy dude. He was banging multiple chicks. Again,
right, but what does that have to do with her, though?
Good for the gander. She knew he was a hoe. And you guys are praising this dude, saying how, like, oh.
No, we're not. No, we're not. Nobody, no, we're not.
Yeah, nobody even praised him.
Nobody's praising P. Diddy. Nobody.
So, hold on. How are you going to call him a hoe when she is the one that had the boyfriend?
He's a slimy ass dude, and he's been a slimy ass dude for years. And
Jennifer, answer the question. How are you going to call him a hoe when she is the one that had the boyfriend? She was the one in the committed relationship.
How many girls did he have? Right?
Okay. I'm sorry.
Big Papa, your friends can get one.
All right, so I'm done. I see she don't want to hold women accountable, so I'm done. Go ahead, Destiny.
You know what, man? I think you guys just have sexist views on this shit, and it's kind of messed up, to be honest with you. I mean, even the name of your show, the 304 show.
Hey, Jennifer, can I ask you a question? Before I go to the Destiny Black, another woman, to her talk, how do you know what 304 means?
Hoe backwards? Actually, you know what? My daughter told me what the name.
Oh, your daughter. Oh, that's interesting.
I didn't even know. I'm in that country. I didn't even know.
Because I noticed that last week you were offended because that's a street term, and the only people who really know that term is either pimps, players, or streetwalkers. So
yeah. Well, you know what? Yeah, even my daughter actually told me what that meant. I didn't even know
So
what the fuck it meant.
that's right. That speaks for itself. Destiny.
Well, my daughter's in a rock band and she plays in Philly, so she knows like a lot more shit than I do. So
right, absolutely.
So what's my opinion on what?
What's your opinion on I'm sorry. Do you have any questions before I go to somebody else? Do you have any questions for Jennifer?
Oh no, I understand where she's coming from. My thing is though, according to Cassie, so I don't really. None of us was there. We don't know how it all transpired between him and Cassie. Cassie claims that Diddy forced her to be in a relationship with him. Something about he showed up at her birthday party supposedly and made her kissed her and then had somebody drag her to his condo. Something weird stuff she said that he supposedly did. None of us was there, so none of us really know how anything transpired with them, which is it's neither here nor there. To me, this trial is just crazy. I don't know what the federal government is going for. Like, I don't get what's going on here. I just think
7-8 real quick. Jennifer, can I ask you another question real quick? That's off topic.
You gotta it's gonna be a long trial. I mean, we really even haven't heard all of the arguments that's gonna happen. And I doubt that they would pick up a federal case and bring it this far and actually not have the evidence to back it up. And I actually read up on that, between 85 to 95% of all federal cases end up getting prosecuted and proven guilty. He's got a slim ass chance. So if they had all this shit, I mean, you gotta really hear out all the evidence, all the cases before we actually throw any names against these people, because this is obviously a very powerful man that a lot of people are obviously scared of. And you know,
I don't think nobody's scared of him.
Can I ask you a question?
Actually had something to do with people.
Hey, 7-8, I wanted to ask her a question real quick, bro.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you go ahead, Blue Ray.
Hey, real quick, Jennifer, can I and please take what I'm saying about the please take what I'm saying serious and answer seriously, because we just had a conversation a few minutes ago, so I'm about to get off topic a little bit, and I'm only asking it because you're a Caucasian woman, okay? So I'm a black man. So let me ask you a question: Do you know anybody or know anybody that you call that really racist that don't like black people?
No.
Oh my God!
None of my family's really racist or anything like that.
No, I said, do you know anybody?
I don't really hang out with people that are especially these kind of days like that. There's no reason for hate. There's no reason for
Okay. Well, never mind. Okay.
That's fine.
I got a question for her.
Oh, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Hey, Jennifer.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Huey Hefner and Vince McMahon? How do you feel about them?
Hugh Hefner? Well, I think that's just another powerful dude that women hey, they got paid. I don't really know how to feel about Hugh Hefner, because that's another incident we weren't there for. Even the whole Diddy
What about
shit,
Vince McMahon?
That ended up being, I don't praise him if that's what you mean. I think he's pretty disgusting, actually. But
you think he needs to go to jail? What about Vince McMahon?
I don't even think I know who that is.
Vince McMahon,
what about Larry Flint? He had little ass girls. Larry Flint, yeah, he had little ass girls. Little ass girls, 14-year-olds.
My thing, I noticed
back in the day though, he was actually shot during his one court hearing.
Yeah, the same guy who shot George Wallace. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
because
he
you act
really,
like. See, my thing is
in years, not by his own choice, but he can't
see
move that
Diddy.
muscle anymore.
You say Diddy is a powerful man, but the powerful man is the white man. That's the dude Clyde Davis. Them the powerful man. Diddy don't got no power, man. If he had power, he never been.
You know what I mean? Hurt people. And I know Diddy's behavior didn't start from nothing. I think maybe something happened.
He got groomed
for him to actually go on to this behavior and these actions. I mean,
yeah, because I noticed with white people, when it's come down to a black man, he need to go to jail. He need to go to jail. He's just disgusting. But y'all never had the same smoke or the same energy for y'all people, But when it's a black man, just throw away the key. And y'all acting like y'all like Cassidy. Cassidy ain't innocent.
Go ahead then, brother.
No,
Go ahead.
I'm not saying she's innocent, but I think that she felt victimized. I think she got pulled into the lifestyle.
But she's grown.
You know what? Did you guys ever see Monsters Ball? And Diddy Combs actually played a death row inmate in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've seen that movie. I've seen the movie. Yeah.
It's almost kind of like ironic that he's like playing.
Yeah, in the movie.
I
saw, yeah, we all saw that
to go
movie.
home at the end of the day.
Now, the thing is this: what I want to ask. Anybody else got any questions for her before I ask the question?
Yeah, let me ask you one more question, Jennifer. What do you think about Elvis Presley?
Ooh. Elvis Presley, yeah, with Priscilla and everything. I think back and then, like it was like proud. It wasn't like people just looked the other way at that stuff. Everybody was kind of doing that with younger women. I think nowadays, I think that he probably should be arrested, especially
Okay, so what was that guy's name? The Paul dude that starred in the what was those movies called? The Fast and the Furious. What was that Paul guy? What do you think about him? Yeah, Paul Walker. Yeah, his wife and girlfriend was only like 15 or 16. 16, yeah. I think she was like
going out with younger girls too.
No, that's not younger. That was in the 2000s, sweetheart. Yeah, that was that wasn't like 1970s. That was in the 2000s.
I like I said, I don't know who the youngest girl he ever dated was.
Well, that's his youngest one. That was his only girlfriend.
Let me answer this question. Because with the picture I have on screen here, you have Leonardo DiCaprio, one of the greatest actors of all time, in his 50s, clearly. And his girlfriend is like 19. He dumped his 26-year-old girlfriend because she was 26. And he got him.
I don't have Leonardo DiCaprio as the best actor of all time.
No, I said he's one of the greatest actors of all time. That's what I said. That's my opinion. Okay.
Oh.
Now Leo.
It's raining here.
Yeah, Leo has a 19-year-old chick who he goes on vacation with. Nobody says nothing. Bill Belichick is 83 years old. One of the greatest NFL coaches of all time. 83 years old with a 24-year-old chick. Who's to say how long he's been dealing with her? But he's smitten by her. She got him wrapped around her finger. Okay? Now, Al Pacino, Scarface, Michael Corleone, all the great movies. He has him a young chick in her 20s. He just had a baby by her, matter of fact.
That's Charlemagne.
Right? Then we got Hugh Hefner, of course, who ran a brothel, who ran the original freak-offs for decades. There's articles after books after articles about teenage girls, high school cheerleading teams going to the Playboy Mansion and spending a weekend there with other celebrities, and nobody says nothing. But I'm supposed to care and cry about Diddy and Cassie? Explain to me why, Jennifer.
I don't think anybody should. I think they all laid their bed. I mean, she obviously got involved. She stayed. She took the money. I think the trial is going to be very interesting, especially with all the conflicting opinions going around it. You have so many people saying oh no, he's going to get off. I think he paid enough lawyers that he has a chance of doing less time. But they're going to find him guilty of something, and that's just my opinion. Now, do I think it's right or anything? I don't know the dude. I don't know him personally, but I do know this. You don't just get arrested with federal crimes for nothing. And I also think that he was guilty of that New York City shooting back when he was with J-Lo. That gun that they found that was stolen from Georgia and it had the freaking serial numbers.
Girl, what does that have to do with the price of tea in China? What are you talking about right now?
What am I talking about? Because he's been doing this criminal behavior for years. And he's been getting away and paying.
Okay, so your president's been doing criminal behavior for years. He's doing criminal shit right now. So should his ugly ass be sitting in the office right now? Your president. Yeah, should he be sitting in the White House right now? He's committed all kinds of crimes, and he's committing them right now as we speak.
He ain't talking about anybody else. He's about Diddy.
No, we can talk about him too, though. We can talk about him too, though, honey.
Destiny.
No, Blu-ray, stay out of that. Don't do that.
So can we? I mean, so should his ass be? Should his ass be in office?
We can just
should his ass be in office? Should his ass be in office? Should his old racist funky ass be in office, ma'am?
78, let me loose.
Blu-ray, you gotta let her.
Should his ass be in office? That's all I'm asking.
You're just fucking
should his ass be in office? Should his ass be in office?
Well, Destiny. Destiny, we couldn't hear what she had to say.
I'm a bad bitch.
Let me go.
No, bitch. I'm not a bad bitch. Have I ever said a bad bitch? Do I talk like that, Miss Bitch? Bitch, do I talk like that, bitch?
Look. Girl. Hey, hold on. I'm gonna put you on mute, Jennifer. For 1 second, I'm gonna put you on mute. Listen.
Bye.
Listen. No, don't leave. Listen. Oh, she left.
Yeah, let that whole leave. Goodbye.
No, the reason why I said that, she left, she ran because Jennifer, I looked at her page. Jennifer is a hardcore Trump supporter. Now Destiny brought it up. I wasn't gonna say nothing until later. I was walking her in. Now Jennifer is a hardcore Trump supporter. However, Trump got hellified allegations against him, and more than half the country voted for this man. So don't tell me about Diddy and he a criminal and this and that when you voted for Donald Trump, because now it don't make sense. Now I know it's about something racial, and then you see how she kept using racial lingo. She called you a bad bitch.
I don't even talk like that. Have anybody ever heard me talk like that?
Right.
Stereotyping.
You never said you was a bad bitch, but she's doing that because that's how she trying to put on her best behavior on this channel. But I already researched her from last week. She is stone cold racist.
Yeah, fuck out of here. That's why she hurt up and left too. You see, that's why she hurt up and left.
She left because she knew we knew. She thought it was a setup. She thought we asked her about that. But I knew what it was. I looked at her page and I researched her. But she thought it was a setup. It wasn't no setup though. She came when nobody asked her to come here. She came here by herself.
Yep. And on top of that, with Trump, he said he was friends with P. Diddy. He said P. Diddy is my friend. He was at the parties right with him. And on top of that, he said grab her by the pussy. And 53% of white women said, fuck that, we still voting for him. And so I don't want to hear nothing.
They voted for him. Now my thing is this. That's
I voted for him too.
That ain't the problem. It's the hypocrisy that's the problem.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. I was about to say we can have a Trump conversation. I go down there with anybody.
That's not the issue if you voted for him.
Oh, okay.
The issue is that she voted for Trump and she ignored all Trump allegations and dismissed it because he white. But then with Diddy, he got a history of this and a history of that, and he's a black this and then she keep making these racial innuendos.
And then, she tried to accuse Paul Walker with his 15, 16-year-old girlfriend. Talking about something. That was, he dating that girl up until the day he died, literally.
But
dating that young girl.
Did y'all peep game? When I put that picture up, did you see how she quickly changed the topic to somebody black real quick?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, she didn't. Now, I can't honestly say she didn't have the same energy for the white man that she did for P. Diddy. I can't say that.
They never do. They never do. That's why I asked her that question, because I noticed with white folks, they don't go. One thing good about white folks, they gonna stick to their own kind. You ain't gonna never hear no white person talk about Vince McMahon, talk about who he have. You ain't gonna see no YouTube page where no white man down in Huey. None of that. You ain't gonna never see that. You know what I'm saying? But with black folks, you're gonna see 8, 9 people talking about them, going live at the same time. Yeah. All talking about Diddy. I'm like, man, I come on, bro. Like when they come to black people, come to us.
You seen when I gave her talking about when she met Diddy in Miami, she said, well, he probably blackmailed her. They hadn't even had sex yet.
Bro, she wasn't. Did you peep? I peeped it. Listen, when you brought that up about Miami, she knew he was going. She wasn't finna concede no point. She said, look, instead of her just saying, yeah, you right about that, who's to say he didn't do this? And who's to say he didn't say, hey, bitch, come here? Who talk like that? What kind of pimp movies you been watching? The Mac or some shit? Who talk like that? Hey, bitch,
yeah, right.
And when y'all brought up Paul Walker, she made it seem like it was 100 years ago. Like,
Paul Walker, exactly.
Paul Walker died less than 20 years ago. What are you talking about?
Precisely. And he was dating that little girl up until the day he died. Yeah, she tried to, tap dance all around that. Yeah. And every time with Leonardo DiCaprio too, 78, he has a pattern. Once them girls turn 25, he breaks up with them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's what Leonardo. The crazy part is Leonardo admitted that though.
No, he admitted that. That's what I was about to say. That he said that.
Yeah, he likes them barely legal. Like literally, he likes them barely legal.
Leonardo he said, look, man. He said, once you get past 26, you can't do nothing for me. I thought that was like a fake joke or something. And this dude literally dumped all his girlfriends once they hit 26 and go get him another one. Damn, like what the fuck?
And when they get dropped off, guess what? They end up with another Hollywood celebrity. It's about 10 of them that he cycled through, and nobody really cried about it.
She came here trying to play the victim, so she tried to pull her white tears card when she first came on here. You guys were rude, right? And then she was the first one to start acting rude, calling me a bad bitch. Girl, what?
Right, and you wasn't even shitting on her.
Right. I hadn't even disrespected her. Like, yeah, that's the first thing she did. You know, they love them white tears. They come out fast.
But I told her, I said,
white tears come out fast.
And you see how tame and cool we was. Nobody was shitting on her. And I told her, I said, you ain't gotta leave. Don't go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? She still dipped out. She's like, oh, I'm out. She dipped out because, okay. Destiny fell off. Come back in, Destiny. Yeah, she fell off because, old girl. Let me see here, Destiny. All right, yeah, but the Jennifer chick, she jumped off because she couldn't deal with this comment. She knew. She felt like she was going to get trapped because when you start talking about Trump, that's what fucked her up because I went to her page and I looked at, I'm going to tell you how this works, y'all. This is a quick little thing I'm going to give y'all some jewels. If you take somebody's screen name that they use on YouTube, or their actual YouTube name, I should say, and you put it through a search engine that I got, it brings up like thousands of comments that they made on different videos. Most of them got the same video and stuff like that. But if you got time, like I do, sometimes I just look through the different video titles, and if I see something political or racial, I'll click on it. And I seen something from Jennifer where she was saying a lot of stuff, a lot of little weird, goofy stuff. Then all of a sudden, now that was 2 years ago. And last year, but now with this Diddy stuff, she out here acting like she fair and balanced. No, you're not. You're not at all.
Yeah, it's that. Yeah,
Yeah, and she a hardcore right wing from Pennsylvania too. That make it even worse.
Yeah, exactly. She's a fascist.
She tried to act like she didn't know nobody that was racist. Like she
knock it off. Like Pennsylvania don't have full of racism. I mean, racist.
Everybody knows. I know somebody that's racist. Everybody knows somebody racist.
Exactly. Everybody knows racist.
Yeah,
my family's not like that. But you're a Trump supporter, but you're not racist, girl. Go to hell.
It's ridiculous. Look, my uncle is stone cold racist. Look, you know what I'm saying? Then I got the dude down the street from me. He is stone cold racist. He hate black people. He in the black neighborhood. But he ain't got no choice. He's trying to get his money up.
Yep, that's fact.
I knew she was full of it when she tried to deny that.
Yeah, I mean,
like racism don't exist. Like I'm 31, and the young people younger than me, still where I live. There's a sundown area in my county where we know your black ass better not be there at night to this day.
Well, I mean, it's still like that because you see it in schools. These little kids that be walking, saying the N-word, wearing weird ass shirts and saying weird ass things, and they feel more emboldened by their damn fascist pet detective that's sitting up in the White House. They feel way more emboldened by him. They're coming all out the woodworks now with all the foolishness. With him talking about pardoning cops for killing black people. So yeah, they're definitely loving this.
Destiny, you voted for Kamala Harris?
I damn sure did, and I will vote for a piece of shit over that piece of shit we got in office.
But
I will vote for a piece of shit over that piece of shit we got in office. And look what he's doing to the economy.
I guarantee you don't want to bring out facts and statistics when it comes to Kamala versus Trump. I promise you. You do not want to have a conversation.
Right, I'm not. I will smoke your ass and then I will defend your ass. You don't want to have that.
You don't have a
smoke your ass and I will blow your ass out.
Destiny, you would not have a
knock it off. Knock it off.
Look, if we gonna do that, let's do that for next week. Then let's not do that now because we got too much topics going on.
I know, my bad, bro. I'm just saying, bro. She don't know what she's talking about when it comes to Trump.
Okay, yeah, okay. 78, you know better though, right? 78 knows. I know.
Trump gonna have more black people than you.
Okay. I
bet I can pull up receipts on that.
Okay.
I got a quick story on that though. I didn't vote for Trump.
I'm gonna have to ride with Destiny, even though I'm not no Kamala supporter now, and I'm not no Trump supporter either. Me personally, I voted for my brother.
Yeah, he did. You did.
Cornel West.
Dr. Cornel West. You know what I mean? But
you voted for the real progressive. Actually, he was the only progressive that was on the
that's what president's ticket. I didn't agree with everything Cornel West had on his agenda, but I agreed with enough of it to where I felt like I should support him. And I didn't like how nobody was supporting him. Everybody was picking between the lesser of the two evils. Oh, either he gonna win or this person gonna win. I'm like, nah, I can't do it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because in the beginning, I wanted to vote for Trump in the beginning, and then I was like, I don't know. And then when they did that shit to Joe Biden, when the Democrats had that little coup they did, I knew I wasn't going for Kamala, and then I liked what Cornel West was talking about, and I had to pick between Cornel West and Jill Stein, and I picked the brother. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If that makes sense to y'all.
Right, true. Well, everything with him is a lie. Like, he has never told the truth about anything. His fucking, you know where the fascist pet detective get his whole persona from? From a man who was a self-hating Jew
Damn, Nate said we weren't gonna have a conversation. We're not gonna have a conversation.
Yeah, let's not do it. Because
Sam Nate, once I get started, I ain't gonna stop.
Yeah, let's
Roy
not.
Cohn. Y'all Google Roy Cohn. Google Roy Cohn. And he spelled his last name as Cohn. He was also a part of that damn dumbass shit with the McCarthy era, the McCarthy hearings. That's who started the McCarthy hearings too, was Roy Cohn. Y'all Google him. Google him.
Let's wait for next week, because now I got to let Blu-ray cook for like a couple minutes now.
Nah, I ain't got nothing to say. I'm good,
cool.
bro.
Let's wait for next week then. Let's do that. All right, anybody got any last words on this Diddy situation?
Yeah, well, I got one thing. It's not about Trump, but funny story. When I was young, my dad came home. Well, you know, my mom and dad deceased now, but when it was the early 2000s, and my dad came home and was like, "Hey, honey, I met Donald Trump. Donald Trump hooked him up with a free weekend." This one, he owned the Taj Mahal in Atlantic City, and we went down there, had a good time. Still ain't made me vote for him though. But hey, that was a nice gesture. So he do. Hey, the devil do some good things from time to time.
That's true. The devil could be kind. Don't mean he love you.
Yeah, my pops. We met Donald Trump in 1991 at the Mike Tyson fight. My pops took me to the Tyson fight. Met Donald Trump.
You lucky little son of a gun, you.
Yeah, I didn't know who he was.
I thought about going to the Tyson fight.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't know who he was and stuff like that. But to me, Donald Trump was Gordon Gekko. You know what I'm saying? From the movie. What's that movie?
Wall Street.
Wall Street.
Yeah.
I always looked at him as like a Gordon Gekko type dude. So I seen him like, okay. But my pops knew he was. But I was there for Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I never had an issue with Trump until I never in my life had an issue with Trump until the whole birther stuff with Obama. I didn't like that. It's me personally. I didn't like it.
And then on his racist background, like he has, them not allowing to, black people to rent any of their apartments, any of their rent. They owned over 38,000.
That is not true.
Let me finish.
That is not true.
Let me finish.
You said something that's not true.
Let me finish. They owned over 38,000 some odd apartments. And guess how many was black that rented their properties? 8 out of 38,000.
What she's saying is not true, bro.
No, it is fact. It is fact. Y'all Google it. Please Google it. Please Google it.
You talking to somebody that done did extensive research on everything about Trump.
Anyway, you don't think
anytime somebody make a comment, I can have my receipts on you.
So I'm not listening to anything you gotta say.
She say, all right, but let me go to my brother Juggernaut. Shout out to Juggernaut. He say, so I heard that Cornel West was not for specific paid reparations to black descendants from of slaves from the United States. I don't know. Well, that's not what I seen. I supported him, and I read his program and stuff like that. Like I said, there were certain policies I didn't agree with. He was for a lot of zesty stuff, like rights for zesty people and all that kind of stuff, and that's fine. I mean, I ain't got nothing against zesty people. It's just, I don't like all they too much in the front. They in the way. But he was also pro-Palestine, right? And he was speaking out against Israel, which I'm for. Not that Palestine is like the savior of black people, none, because they racist too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
what they're doing right now is fucking despicable. That's a genocide. It is it's horrible.
Yeah.
Them little babies. Why are we starving babies? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, that's sad, man.
That's all I'm saying right there.
Bro, 7 days. I seen a video, bro. This kid in Palestine, bro, it was like about 100-some kid, bro. They was on the beach, bro. And, bro, they interviewed this little kid, bro. This little kid, he had to be about 6, 7 years old, bro. This kid said, I want to die. Man, it just broke my heart, bro.
Yeah, that's sick, man. One of my coworkers was from Lebanon, and, he keeping up with that for real. Like, he had to run from Lebanon and come over here when he was young to escape the war over there, because they was warring, but nobody in the mainstream media talks about it. So he's like, he had to flee America, and some of his people got killed. So now he living in the United States, and he got a coat.
The United States is allowing this to happen so we can buy beachfront property over there, because that's some shit that's very nice to do.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's
it's
kill
all about
babies
the
so
money.
we can get some beach property over there on the Gaza Strip or whatever. In a land that's not even these fake ass Jews. That was the Palestine land, but they took it or whatever
Yeah.
and gave it to these white people from Europe and told them, yeah, go over there and be great.
Well. Now you're talking too much truth that can get us kicked off of YouTube.
Okay.
See,
You can't. Yeah, you gotta play the game.
The 24 karat people, we can say anything we want to say, but you start telling truth about them, you gonna wake up tomorrow in hell with the devil somewhere. You're like, what the fuck happened? What just happened? You can't talk about them. That's the only thing off limits. Them motherfuckers.
Yeah, they got them certain live stream keywords, and then you say it too many times, they're gonna put an admin on your live, and if they hear it live, they're gonna ban your channel.
They get rid of your ass. I'm gonna tell you what they did to my Diddy video. Check this out. Right on my main page, right on my Diddy. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna say nothing because I don't want to encourage no haters. But they did some fuck shit on my Diddy, all my Diddy videos, nothing else, just my Diddy videos. They did some fuck shit. I said, ain't this about a bitch? They don't even want me talking about this shit. They're trying to push a narrative. You know what I'm saying?
They want to push a narrative.
Yeah, they do, and that's what they've been doing. Like this genocide thing is that is disturbing. But there's not the only people that's where genocide is happening in that. We can look right there in Sudan. It's still going on. It's, they're ratcheting it up.
Nah, the worst in my opinion is Congo.
No, the Congo was brutal, but see, when I was a Muslim, my mosque did something. When I was a Muslim, my mosque, I organized something to do for the Sudan, and I was trying to do something for the black folks. Ironically, there was Christian in the Sudan, and they was being murdered by so-called Muslims in the Sudan. And I didn't like it, but motherfucker told me, no, just stay out of that because that's just. I'm like, no, fuck that, bro. Like these are black people, you know what I'm saying? They're like, nah. See, that's what it led. I don't want to get too deep into it, but it led me to go down my own path, and I had to leave the religion and stuff alone because I'm not finna be in here every Friday for the motherfucking Palestinians. But then when I try to do something for my people, you tell me to let it go. The fuck you mean?
Exactly, because right now, they're having a conflict right now in Ethiopia too. They're having a ethnic cleansing going on over there in Ethiopia. It's a lot of conflicts going on, especially amongst our people. But we don't get to talk about that because we have to talk about everybody else. And then let's not even, I can get on what they're doing to the Aborigines down there in Australia, and they have been doing it for decades.
They've been doing that for years.
Oh my God, what they doing to them is
they've been doing that for years.
What they doing to them? Go ahead, click on that on Destiny real quick. Go ahead, Destiny. I'm
letting you cook, baby.
Somebody got some type of static going on.
Oh, that's not me, baby.
Brother, who's that? Let me see.
Is it prime time or is it me?
I think that's.
Oh no, I hear it. I hear some static.
Yeah, it's gone now.
It's gone now.
Back.
Yeah. Oh, it's back. I'm gonna put Prime on mute. Yeah, I think it was Prime.
All right.
They've been genociding the Aborigines in Australia for decades, and if they don't genocide them, they make them go with Caucasians. They steal the children and put them in Caucasian homes, just like they did to the indigenous people in Canada. And they put them in these weird ass schools, or they make them have babies, or they've been sterilizing the women as well. That's the thing they've been doing for decades too, so they can't procreate. It's a whole lot of foolishness that goes on around this world that we turn a blind eye to. But as soon as something happens to a Caucasian, we all have to stop. The world has to stop and worry.
Yeah, a lot of the black Aboriginals, they've basically been turned into human exhibits where you go down there to Australia and New Zealand to see the Aboriginals. That's really the only thing that's driving interest in people from other countries going there is, hey, we want to find out about this Aboriginal culture. You get down there, they really ain't nobody down there. It's basically a bunch of white folks who are British and Dutch down there that call themselves New Zealanders. And next thing you know, you can't really find them. You got to go way off in the cut to find them.
Yeah, they all of them.
All the colonizers down there. Yeah,
all of them have been pushed to northern Australia into one little corner, and the rest of them they've been wiped out, bro.
Yo,
I was listening to Israel Azania. Y'all know the guy from the UFC?
Yeah.
And he was saying, he a mega star. You know what I'm saying? But he was saying in New Zealand, in his country, bro, he was saying how they don't respect him because of his skin color, bro. He literally said that the other day on YouTube.
I mean, yeah, that's
Well,
that.
I mean, Dana White is a piece of ass anyways. I wouldn't even deal with no damn UFC if I was anybody.
It didn't
He doesn't
have.
pay
I didn't
them.
say nothing about Dana White, Destiny.
I didn't say anything about Dana
But
White. I
we're
was
talking
saying,
about the Apple. We're talking about New Zealand and the culture and what's going on there.
yeah, but
We
didn't you
ain't
just
talk,
say that dude, the Israel Adonis dude, right?
yes, but
Didn't you say
he
they?
was talking about how he would get treated his own. He's from New Zealand.
Oh, I didn't know he was from there. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, and to
He was
add to
talking
that,
about the UFC when he thought he was saying they don't like you if you're black. Oh, okay, my
yeah,
bad.
and it's that way all around the world, really. Because I met a black woman from Mexico, and it threw me off because when I seen her vibe was not American, but I thought she was a brown skinned black woman. She looked similar to Destiny, so I was like,
Yeah,
"Hey, how
there's a
you
lot of
doing?"
black
Yeah,
Mexicans.
and I was like, "Yo, where you from?" Because I'm thinking, "Yo, she might be from like the West Coast or something." She like, "I'm from Mexico." Now we chop it up for a little bit. Turns out she's an Afro Mexicana, and her people are cooped up in South Mexico. They don't even really got no rights.
And they stuck there, and that's
Yeah,
what's
they stuck.
And they see everybody. I'm gonna tell you the lie that they told motherfuckers too. This what pissed me off about these niggas who claim that they whatever. I don't even want to start no shit, but all these niggas claiming they this and they that. We been in America, fine. Why the fuck you ain't doing nothing for the people who been in America? These black folks that's down there in Central America stuck and being told that they telling the rest of the world these people came here as immigrants. They came as immigrants and all this old shit, but they suppressing these people, making you think that they came from another country, from Africa somewhere, or they came from fucking whatever, and they just stuck down there for generations. Okay, everybody else can get to America, but not these black folks who just happen to be there for hundreds of years. Same thing in with the black folks.
You talking about Haiti?
No, not Haiti. Well, we know they ain't no Haitians coming here, but
Yeah.
Regardless, it's black folks all over this planet, but they not letting these black people into America, okay? And they telling you, oh, these people, they hiding the history that it was black folks who in these in South America and Central America for generations they've been there, okay?
Yeah.
They don't want to talk about the shit, and it's pissing me off that all these niggas want to argue with me and want to argue with goddamn so-called Pan-African. Oh, you Pan-African. Nigga, what the fuck you mad at me for? We all black. Fuck you mad at
Thank
me?
you. Yeah, I don't understand that whole. Only time I'll be like, well, after them is when you have those black ass Latinos that act like they're not black. Then I don't fuck with them because if you don't want to, I mean, I'm not gonna make you feel included if you don't want to be included. Go be great with your Caucasians when they hang your ass from the tree too. But go be great.
And to add on to that, my sister spent the summer in Honduras, and she was surprised. She said most of the people down there was black. So it really threw her off because she was expecting, you know how it is on TV. They show you the white or the light skinned Latinas, and then you go to Central America, and most of them are brown skinned or black. But the only difference she said is they don't necessarily identify with skin color. They just identify with the nation. So like if they're Honduras, they're going to identify with Honduran first.
But you know that's some bullshit.
That's what they told us anyway. I know it's bogus, but that's what they tell us.
Yeah, they try to tell you that, but then you'll see the other Latinos, especially the Afro Latinos, the ones that stand on business. They'll tell you all that, like how they have the colorist system there too, in all these different countries. Especially Brazil has it bad. Brazil has it extremely bad,
right.
And so does Cuba too. You have a lot of those black Cubans that will tell you the ones that stand on business. But you do have those ones who act like they're something they're not black. You couldn't tell them that they're 50 shades of Negro, but then they'll tell you they're not black. But okay, same thing with Indians from India. Their DNA is linked right back to Africa, but you can't tell them nothing. I've seen Indians. Only difference between them and midnight is 11:59. Curly hair like mine, but they tell me they're not black. Okay, got it.
Yeah, and y'all seen that video where that Cuban guy who was black got called the N-word in I think a Family Dollar or whatnot. It went viral like a month or two ago.
I ain't seen that one, baby.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, he was in a department store, and the the Latina lady thought he was black. So she was like, oh yeah, this the blacks. I locked it up so the blacks won't steal it. But he didn't know that he was Afro-Latina and stood on business. And so he called her out in Spanish, got the girl fired. He wasn't trying to get her fired, he said, but that's just the way that the cookie crumbled. But at the end of the day, there are some Latinas that stand on business that are like, look, I'm Latina, but I'm black also. I know a couple Africans that's the same way, but it's I feel like it's more that really side with white folks or racists against us than they actually do side with us. But when you find one that side with you, they real solid.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts.
They what happens is a lot of them. Hey, I got my homeboy gonna pull up. He putting his baby to sleep. If y'all got time to hang out with me for a little while, but I want my homeboy to come cook on this. If y'all got time, but look, how I feel about that shit is this. You know, I've been all over the world. You know what I'm saying? I've seen black folks everywhere. That's what killed me. Is like how niggas be talking crazy about what they think they is and this and that. And niggas talking about, hey man, oh no, because over this country, nigga, you ain't never left Detroit. But you talking all this shit to me like I'm some common motherfucker or something. You ain't never left Detroit. And then on top of that, you talking about how your history go back to America and you will ask your ancestors own this and that. Nigga, I own shit in America today. How about that? I'm a landlord today. You talking about some shit you think you was. Fuck it. I'm not here to disrespect nobody. I'm just saying, bro, I'm tired of arguing with black people about dumb shit. Like, bro, can we just get on these motherfucking Peckerwood's helmet? Why we gotta keep arguing with each other about stupid ass shit? Oh man. Oh, I ain't from Africa. Oh, I ain't from this place and that place. Oh, my ancestors were here since Pangea, and I'm this and that. Nigga, who gives a fuck if you was here since Pangea? If we all getting our ass kicked at the same time, who gives a fuck? What you talking about?
I truly don't understand that anti-African thing amongst Black Americans. It's mad bananas to me. I mean, literally, our ancestors are African. I mean, according to science, DNA, the very first human was a Black woman named Lucy. So what are we talking about? Like literally, what are we talking? We knew there was Black people in America before any Caucasian ever left their damn caves. We been knew that. But that has nothing to do with you acting like we didn't come from Africa too, though. Like, what are you talking about?
Let me get
crazy.
Let me take that brother off mute. Prime. Oh, then you know what, Prime? I think you got some type of there's an issue with Prime. Prime, if you're listening, come back in, man. I think I put you on mute because you had some background noise. Go ahead, Queen.
Oh no, you good. I'm done.
Yeah, I know why that is in terms of the African Black American thing. It really, because I got a few African friends. Like I got a couple buddies from Senegal. They tall as I don't know what. They like everybody from Senegal go like 6 feet to like 6'6". Right. That's a sidebar. But yeah, I got a couple of Senegal friends. They mad tall, and we had these conversations. It's really about over there in Africa. They real tribal, so they don't necessarily go based off of just the country. It's like the tribe too.
Yeah.
So it's almost like a country version, like what the white supremacists would say about like Chicago. Oh, you from this area, so we don't rock with you because you from this area. But in Africa, it's we from this tribe, so we don't rock with you from this tribe, even though y'all both all the same people. So when they come to America or when they look at Americans, they just looking at you as another tribe. They're not looking at you as, hey, we all African. Now, there are some Africans who like, you know what, fuck that. We rock with the Black Americans. And those are the real solid ones, but they real tribal over there.
No, I'm saying I've never experienced that from Africans. I live in Houston, so there's a lot of Africans here. I've never experienced that from Africans. It's always Black Americans that's acting like that towards Africans.
Yeah, a lot of Africans are cool. Like it at the end of the day, if they don't rock with you, then those are just the ones you don't rock with back.
Yeah.
But like in the South, because I've been in the South, I would say. I can't speak for the North, but I know a lot of Africans in the South cool as I don't know what.
Yeah. No, that's what I was saying. There's a lot of Black Americans that would be quick to tell you that they're not African. Okay. Well, my son took his DNA test, and then it said we was from Nigeria and Somalia and some other African countries.
But you know what's funny, Destiny, about that is a lot of people now is against DNA tests. They'll tell you DNA test is fake, DNA ain't real. Now these niggas is against science because they've created in their mind that they're somebody else. They're transracial, just like men who all of a sudden think they women and women who think they men. You like, no, your chromosomes say something different. No, I don't believe in chromosomes. I don't believe in science. No, I am who I am. And that's how these dumb niggas is when it comes to being from Africa. It's like, bro, why can't you just say black people was all over the planet? We originally migrated from Africa, but we own the planet Earth. Instead of just saying that, niggas is like, no, I was never in Africa. I ain't no African booty scratcher. No.
Yeah, saying that dumb shit, right? You know, it's mind boggling. I don't know what be wrong with our people. Like,
it's stupid.
And you know, you have I hate people always making excuses for why Black Americans are so damn ignorant. Okay, but you'll get on your phone, which is a handheld computer, pretty much. Everybody agree with that, right? But you'll get on your phone and Google who was, twerking, who somebody twerking, and who's breaking up with who or whatever. But you can't get on your phone and Google your own history or learn or read a book. Get on your phone and Google a book to read or something. To me, that's crazy. It's nonsense. No, you choose to be ignorant. You don't have to be ignorant. You choose to be ignorant. You choose not to want to know anything about who you are.
Hey, Prime, go ahead, bro. My bad. I had you on mute. I forgot I had you on mute.
Yeah, no, I think my thing was staticking. No, y'all still talking?
Yeah, go ahead, Don, bro.
No, my thing is, see what y'all saying about the how Black Americans are starting to delineate the reason why. At first, I kind of checked it out. I was like, I didn't really like it either. I'm thinking like, but when I started listening to how these people see when you go to their country, they don't act like that. But sometimes when they come out here, not all of them, but a lot of them don't say they black, and a lot of them rather deal with the white people. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't have that. Like a lot of them be like. That's why I kind of see why brothers, they kind of be like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Like a lot of them say we're not even real Africans. Like okay, you guys are not Africa, and they get to talking slick. Then they be around the white people. You know what I'm saying? Like they kind of like coons. Some of them, not all of them, but a lot of them be coons. They be like coming over here talking that white supremacist crap. Oh, you guys lazy, and so I can see why a lot of brothers. Cause being a black in America, we love it. Well, oh, you black? Come over here. We invite you to the cookout. But when you got these dudes talking about they ain't black, and no, you guys lazy, you guys don't work, and so you got a lot of that going on. So that's what I say about that, because I'm like the same. I didn't really think it was cool at first. Then they got us. They tricked us with Obama. See, a lot of people voted for Obama.
Yeah, I did vote
for
for
real, because
Obama.
I didn't know. I'm thinking Obama, oh, you a nigga? Shit. So we all signing and voting up for him. You feel me? So we ain't knowing about the tether, and we ain't knowing how these people really feel about us. So the white people use them and put them in power because they don't have no lineage. They're not trying to fight white supremacy. See, we gonna overturn the system. Us Black Americans, we fight. We fought for our civil rights. We fought for Africans to come over here. We fought for Mexicans to come over here. But when y'all get over here, y'all treat us like we ain't nothing. Like, dude, like what you talking about?
I have never experienced this thing that you're talking about with these Africans. I personally have never experienced this, so I can't speak on that. So I'm just going to bypass whatever you're talking about prime time. JM,
I want to say, let me say something to Brother Prime too. Now I hear what you're saying because I have heard that from people I fuck with. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've heard exactly what you're saying from people I fuck with. So I'm not discarding what you got to say. But me personally, I've never experienced. I'm with Destiny. Like, I go to certain African stores. I take my daughters to get their hair braided by the Africans and shit like that. I go shop with certain African spots, and I don't get because I be watching for it. Trust me, I be waiting for a motherfucker to disrespect me. Like, because I heard so much shit growing up. Like, Africans don't like you. They don't. And I remember this dude named Edwin. I told this story before. There's a dude named Edwin or Edward. I can't remember, but I used to work with him. He was from I think Nigeria, but either way, African dude, right? You know what I'm saying? He only been in America like 5-6 years. Just got his motherfucking green card, all that shit. So now he working, and cool dude and stuff like that. But I'm kind of like being like the American asshole to him a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. I'm kind of fucking with him a little bit because he talk funny, and you know what I'm saying, and I'm fucking with him. And he asked me a question. He said, "Hey," he said, "I want to ask you something." I said, "What's up?" He said, "I ain't gonna use the accent. I'm just gonna say how he said it." He said, "Look, man, I heard that you guys call us African booty scratchers, and you don't like Africans." I said, "Well, who?" He said, "Black Americans. I heard you guys don't like Black Americans." I said, that's crazy. I said, did you hear that? Because all my life I've been hearing y'all don't like us. I heard y'all don't like us. Y'all don't consider us real black. He started laughing. And I said, what? I said, yeah, that's right, huh? He said, no. He said, you know what? The same person who told you that told me that. I said, ain't that about a bitch? We some dumbass niggas. We letting these motherfuckers still fuck with us. So now, if I go walk into it, if I hear a rumor that this motherfucker, this is divide and conquer tactics. If I hear black Africans don't like me, so then when I see an African, I'm automatically on point, like, oh, fuck these motherfuckers. Yeah, they don't like me. So now I'm acting like an asshole on purpose because I'm defensive. Now he heard the same shit from his people. Now he looking at it like, oh, look at him. I knew it. See how this American asshole, see how he acting? You know what I'm saying? And the whole time, we done got played by the same pack of wood. It's ridiculous, bro.
Precisely, and that's what, when you come on here spewing that kind of, foolishness or whatever, you're always going to find somebody that's ignorant is going to say something ignorant. But overall, you have these African leaders in these different African countries that stand Black American, come home. We're going to give you land. We're going to help you or whatever. This is what they're telling us. But then we'll get on here and start talking. Well, because I had one experience with one damn ashy Negro that told me my head was too big or I'm too light skinned or something stupid. That's all of them. Oh, they all like that. I mean, we're our own worst enemies. We are our own worst enemies. I am African. That's what I am. My ancestors, my DNA said I'm African. That's what I am. I'm an African. Happen to live in America. That's what I am. And I'm proud to be African. I don't understand all this, because one person says something ignorant, so they're all like that. No, they're all like that. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, and if you really look at it, a lot of times it's more so the online banter than real life. Like I haven't had a real bad experience with an African person in actual real life. I have more African friends than I have people who I had a bad experience with from Africa. So in real life, most of them people are cool. It's just what you hearing. And like you said, it's really a trick bag because you know how it was growing up. We used to get them African commercials with the baby, with the pot belly, with the flies, and for $1 a day you could feed the kid, and the kid it looked like it's about to die. Like the same thing they told us about them, they said the same thing. They told us, hey, they over there living in mud huts. They don't got no dirt roads. I speak with my buddy from Ghana. Man, Ghana has developed its own way. It look better than most places in the United States.
And that's crazy. That's another. I'm glad you just brought that up. Okay, and because like you just said, a lot of this stuff is from word of mouth. Okay, and the problem I have is if you ain't never been nowhere and experienced certain things, don't embrace somebody else's trauma. You see what I'm saying? Like it's the same thing I tell brothers about women. I know a brother. No disrespect to my brother. He only been with one woman his whole life. One woman. Okay? He had sex with this woman at a party, was too drunk to even remember it. Yet, if you listen to this nigga talk, he would talk like he a fucking relationship expert. This nigga be like, oh man, see the problem with these women. See, these women be doing this and they be doing that. And then they cheat on you for this and this and that. Like, bro, what the fuck? I don't want to embarrass him, so I don't say nothing. But I be like, bro, the fuck? You don't even know what the fuck you talking about. You listening to Corey Holcomb and all these other niggas talking about their life experience, and you regurgitating it, acting like that's a fact when you only been with one woman your whole life. No disrespect. So, fam, come on, bro, cut the bullshit. That's not your experience, fam. Right. So that's how I feel when I talk to brothers who be shitting on like Africa or they shit on this place or that place, and he be like, bro, no disrespect. I'm not trying to play big me, little you. But, bro, when the last time you been to Ghana? When the last time you been to Nigeria? Well, I ain't got to go because I seen the video on Instagram. Nigga, get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm sorry. I can't listen to this shit.
Right. But then, they'll give somebody else they'll give all Caucasians all kind of Well, that was just that one. That was just that one racist Caucasian. They're not all like that. Okay, but then when it comes down to our own people, no, I can't deal with them. No, this one African is one time in 1985 said something to my mother. So they're all like that. Ridiculous.
Right.
Knock it off.
And that's like, let's take it a step further. Okay. It's like this. I know all women ain't the same. Okay. I know all black men ain't the same. All white men ain't the same. Okay. Even if we think, it's smart to just assume they all fucking racist. But I know from common sense they all ain't the same. However, that don't mean I'm finna come out here, and I noticed that niggas don't do this with nobody, only with black people. Niggas don't come out here and say, "Oh man, you know what, man, I'm not dealing with no white folks, man. I'm not." I mean, you find a small percentage. I'm not dealing with no white folks, man, because you know these motherfuckers down here. I went over here. I went over there. Let me see who this is here. 1 second. What's happening with the fam? Who's this?
Man, this me, bro. Highest clarity, bro.
Oh, this is my brother. This is my boy here. Okay. My brother Sprite.
Yes,
yeah, what's up, y'all?
Hey, how you doing?
What's up, Sprite? Hey, man, Sprite, I'm going to ask you about the I don't know if you've been following the Diddy case or not. What's your overall take on the Diddy stuff, if you've been following it? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
I hear you now.
Yeah, I'm talking on these Ray-Ban matters. How the quality sound?
It sound good now. Sound good.
Okay. Yeah, I said domestic dispute case at best.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I haven't really seen too much. It's just about beating Cassie up for the most part. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And that's why I said the same thing, bro. I said, look, if anything, if they would have charged Diddy with domestic violence or some shit like that, hey, he guilty. I'm not defending nothing. Because I know he did that. But when y'all start putting dubs on the shit, talking about racketeering, motherfucking sex trafficking. Okay, how you gonna charge Diddy with racketeering all by himself?
Right.
Then you charge a nigga with sex trafficking, but everybody else in the room who admitted to the shit, they not getting charged. Only Diddy. That's what I'm saying.
But the reason why the racketeering is going to stick is because of when he wouldn't let her get on that elevator. Remember, he dragged her back on that video. That's a kidnapping. That's a racketeering. Yes, it is. That is racketeering. Google it.
It can't be.
Google it.
But it's a dispute over that, though, Destiny, because they're trying. The state is trying to. I mean, excuse me. The prosecution is trying to make that racketeering because they're trying to say she tried to leave.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's kidnapping. Technically, they're right.
They're trying to say that she tried to leave a freak off, and he stopped her and beat her up and brought her back. But
do they have any proof of that though? Right, or they're just going off of what she said.
Right. See,
that's going off of what she said.
Yeah, there's no proof of that. That's hearsay. So
what happened is they went through the text messages. And they saying that the freak off had already happened earlier that day.
Right.
She went through Diddy's phone while he was in the shower.
Yeah, they supposed to have been fighting over the phone. Right. They say he was fighting her over the phone.
Mm-hmm. She went through
Diddy's phone. She's saying that he pulled her back for the freak off, but the freak off already been over with.
Right.
Okay, but even though but still, the fact that he did drag her back to that hotel room, that is literally considered, kidnapping. That's literally considered racketeering. So, whether it was supposed to be for a freak off,
organization, like a criminal organization.
No, honey. Google it. Google what racketeering is, honey. I'm not just telling you. I'm not just saying this because
what is racketeering? What's the definition of racketeering?
It includes kidnapping. Yes, kidnapping is included in racketeering. That's why I'm saying
I thought it was like a drug organization. Like
no. It's and sex trafficking. That's why 7A said he went through something like this. They were trying to get him on a racketeering charge. Yeah, it has something to do with sex trafficking too. So, but when he dragged her from that damn elevator and drug her back to that hotel, that's still his fate right there. That's still his fate right there.
I'll say this.
Yeah, but it's still. They trying to make it stick to him. I mean, he probably will get it. You might not be off. You know what I mean? But still, the whole thing is about abuse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what it should really be about. That's what it really should be about.
Yeah, we haven't heard anything. I mean, we're on day 7, and it's still about drug use and Cassie on day 7.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're gonna need more than that.
And then even with the sex trafficking, I mean, he purchased male escorts. She ordered male escorts. She was just as guilty as him. You know what I mean? But she trying to put it all on him.
But how is that illegal?
But
But how is that
what she's been
illegal
trying to say
though?
is that he forced her to do all these things. And again, I was not there. I don't know what went on in that relationship. She's saying one thing, he's saying another thing. It's none of my damn business.
But they got the text messages of her telling him she want to do free calls for the rest of her life.
Right.
Without, and that's without him asking her.
See, that's crazy then. That's crazy then. Like, I mean, this is, to me, this is a nonsense ass case. I thought they was going to drop it. I thought they was going to drop it. Yeah, I thought they were going to drop it, but
she got just as many text messages as Diddy without him reaching out to her saying she want to do free calls. She enjoyed free calls. Told him she left the laptop at home. Do you want me to go back and get it so we can record the free calls? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the free calls.
I'm gonna say this.
When they first start talking about these free calls, I'm thinking it's like an orgy. I'm thinking it's like 4 niggas, 4 bitches. I ain't knowing it's just them, it's 3. I'm thinking the way they made a free call sound like it was a party, like everybody doing drugs. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You thought it was a big orgy, and come to find out, it's 2 or 3 people.
Yeah,
they did make it seem like, they made it seem like it was some weird stuff going down, like you had monkeys climbing out the, they made it seem like it was wild.
What they did was they made it seem like it was a bunch of celebrities in the room.
Exactly.
All this was happening, and that was to get the public into it, but it was some bullshit. But I'm gonna tell you about racketeering though. What sister was talking about, this was invented for the mob. Right. This was invented so they can get the mob because they couldn't catch the mob on shit. So they had to they put a cheat code in. Racketeering is it's bro, it's some bullshit. It could be 20 things underneath the racketeering code. So they got bribery, kidnapping, drug trafficking, robbery, extortion, gambling, arson, nigga. That's everything. Being
they put everything under one umbrella so they can make it stick.
Right. Yeah, and it's also deal with because of, organization. You're doing it for an organization. Right. So I don't know what I mean. That's why I guess they're trying to stick it to that the freak off. Like, but I don't know what was Diddy's organization, and I mean I truly don't get their angle. I'm so confused on it.
Well, they're trying to call Bad Boy. They're trying to call Bad Boy
a criminal organization. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So that way they can take his money. But Prime, go on mute, brother. Go on mute, Prime.
All right, hold on.
Yeah, so I'm super. I was so confused on like how did this even go to trial? I really thought me and my little brother was talking about this, before we went to trial. We was like, when they gonna, release them? Because it seemed like they had a bunch of nothing. But
you seen Dawn when she took the stand the other day? The defense ate her alive.
Hey, no, they ate her alive. But did you see how they ate up this motherfucking forensic psychologist bitch?
Oh yeah, they ate her alive too.
Oh man, they tore her motherfucking ass up. They come to find. She talked all that shit on the stand. Come to find out, she get paid by the government to talk the shit she talked.
Yeah.
So
they all do that though. Even when they put their pathologists and stuff like that on the stand, if they're, the state pathologists, they getting paid by the state to, get on there and say the prosecutor's right. Yeah. They was definitely beat in the head with a hammer.
But when they were talking about these guns, we thinking we're gonna hear something like some of these guns were used in murders and all of that. Oh, we don't heard so far like when the guy talked today his guns were scratched off serial numbers that was unused.
Right. And we didn't even heard that. I want everybody to remember this. Everybody need to remember this. This is just the prosecution presenting their case.
Right.
Not the Democrats, but the fucking defense. The defense haven't even started yet. The defense ain't even going to start.
Yeah, they just responded.
Examine. They haven't even started presenting their case yet.
Right. Yeah, I mean, they had made it seem like this was, I do think Diddy is a terrible human. Like, I think he's a trash ass human. Like, I do believe there's no mistaking that he did have that Kid Cudi's car blew up and shit like that. He's a very, he is kind of a gangster, in his own kind of way, but this is some BS.
With the Kid Cudi thing, though, but even with the Kid Cudi thing, when she first spoke about Kid Cudi, it was more so like she was trying to talk to Kid Cudi and Diddy blew the car up X, Y, and Z. Come to find out, she left Diddy to be with Kid Cudi. She was dating Kid Cudi for like 1 month. And then between the time her and Diddy broke up, she was still sleeping with Diddy with the free calls. And that 30-day span that she was with Kid Cudi. So you trying to say, you know what I mean? You saying he blew the car up because he was jealous. But the whole time you and Kid Cudi was messing around, you still sleeping with Diddy.
Yeah, I mean, but he still shouldn't have blew the man car up.
No, I mean, no. What I'm saying is I'm just talking about her credibility as far as her saying, even when Don said that Diddy threatened to kill him or people will come up missing, like the defense asked her, okay, well, you reach back out with him to do business, right? And she was like, yeah. So all of y'all saying y'all all saying y'all afraid and y'all scared and y'all running from this man, but y'all hang around this man all the time.
And
y'all come back to him.
See, I thought, I didn't even think, it was going to be on this Cassie BS. I didn't know what they was going to take him to court for, because I thought when they settled that, when she sued him and they settled it out of court or whatever, they settled for a large amount of money.
But when the feds pick it up,
that's what I was telling Stephanie. I don't even understand how they able to take this to court.
Well, because
once the feds pick it up, that go out the window.
I talked about that earlier. Like I talked about earlier. I had
pretty much paid for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because
exactly.
It's always a loophole in the law. I had an NDA with a chick, right, that I was dealing with, and I always do. Every girl I deal with, I put an NDA in there. Just in case, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, but this chick, this is how they get around it. If they allege something illegal happened,
right,
then the NDA don't mean shit. That's the loophole. So if, let's say she signed an NDA and we have some good sex or whatever, and I don't want her telling my wife, hypothetically, right? So you can't talk about it. She can be like, no, fuck that. I want to write a book. I want some money. I want to extort this nigga. She can be like, but he punched me though. He punched me in the face.
Yeah, crime was committed.
Once she said that, it's a wrap. No more NDA. Don't mean nothing.
See, I mean, if you did do some, the NDA should go out the window. If you did something,
right, it
should. But I'm just saying, but I guess I didn't see this one coming. I truly thought they was going to try to take him to court on some other chumped up charge. But this one here is just ridiculous to me.
Yeah, the sex don't have a case.
I mean, we know it. You can pretty much damn near, for sure his career is pretty much over. Just let him go be great. Like, what are we doing? Wasting tax dollars on this foolishness. We could spend tax dollars on something better than this crap, taking this man to court for this. And then she's testifying and crying. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like, when women use the sympathy card or whatever, because there's women out here that's really getting some real bad things done to them. And you're able to, you took this money and, said you was going to ride out. If you was really that, why didn't you take his ass to jail then? Why ain't,
But the thing about it, if you pay attention, but if you think about it, like the whole time she been on stand, she said she ain't got no problem with him. She don't dislike him. She don't hate him. Man, if all that was happening to me, man, I'm going to hate you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and she named her kid after Diddy.
Come on, man. That's what I'm saying.
That's crazy.
She named her kid after Diddy and everything, man. That's
she don't have no problem with Diddy. She don't have no issue with him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got women on the panel. If all that was going on with you, I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all would hate that man. She was like, she ain't got no problem with Diddy.
And this question I got for y'all. If could you be married to a woman and did you find that, first of all, she went through all this shit with a nigga, right? But then you find out she cheating on you with the nigga who beat her ass, spit on her, pissed on her, had other niggas piss on her, and then you find out she named one of y'all babies after this nigga nickname. Like who the fuck is this nigga who married to her?
He down bad, man.
You say what?
Blu-ray. The bitch didn't literally cheated on.
No, I'm talking about the name. I know about her cheating. I'm talking about the baby name.
Okay, Diddy had an alias. Her and Diddy had pet names for each other, right? So he would call her baby girl, right? You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy because that's what I be doing too. He called the bitch baby girl, and then she called him Frankie baby or some crazy shit, right? Frankie or some shit like that. So she named her second daughter Frankie.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow,
crazy.
That right there sealed the deal for me. Like if I'm a juror, once I hear that, nigga, please. Bitch, you liked everything, and you got 30 million, and she got 10 more million on top of that by the hotel. This girl getting banked, nigga. Please.
Yeah, but see, my thing with that situation is, bro, if Diddy get acquitted, that nigga can sue for defamation.
Well, who's he gonna sue though? He already paid her.
He can no. He can go back and sue her.
But yeah, but he already paid her. He already pretty much admitted to everything
He
she
did-
accused him of when
It
he
don't. It
settled
doesn't.
that case.
It doesn't matter. He can still go back and about her his reputation and all that.
That's not okay. That's not a thing. But I mean, sounds good. But that's not to be a thing.
Yeah, I mean,
He settled already. He pretty
It
much
don't.
admitted
It doesn't
to.
matter. He can still go back. You can sue
I mean,
people
you
for
can sue
anything.
anybody. You can sue anybody. But
That's
I
what
don't
I'm
think the
saying.
court.
So guess what?
I don't think the
If
court's
I
gonna
get
pick it up.
acquitted, I'm suing. Period.
You can probably sue the federal
I
government.
think they're gonna stick
Nah,
something to
I'm gonna
him.
sue her, and I'm gonna sue the hotel.
Yeah, that's facts. The reality of this case is the federal government don't have a real case against Diddy. What they trying to do is they trying to use the court of public opinion off of the fact that he did domestic violence and that abuse. They trying to apply that to a RICO case, but a RICO case is an organized set of criminal activities that leads to getting money. It don't lead to you and one girl and then she calling the stripper and you calling the stripper and y'all just being deviants and perverts. That's not a RICO. That's just two deviant pervert individuals.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think it's the federal government. I think it's somebody that's a donor that has a lot of money, like them Ciroc people. Somebody connected to those people, individuals that really got that's pulling the strings.
It's probably bigger than what we
Exactly.
looking at. It's
That's
way
what I'm
bigger than
saying.
what we looking at.
I don't get into no conspiracy theories because
Well, it's no conspiracy theory. When P Diddy went up against Ciroc,
that's a conspiracy theory.
when P Diddy, that is not a conspiracy. When P Diddy went up against the people that own Ciroc, that's when everything hit the fan. That's a fact. That's
but
not a
that's
conspiracy.
still. I mean, that is a conspiracy that you're saying they're the reason why who's doing this. That's a conspiracy.
No. I didn't say they were doing it. I said after he went after them and tried to sue them is when everything hit the fan.
Okay,
that's not a conspiracy. That is a
but
fact.
it is a conspiracy to me. But what you're saying is a conspiracy.
So hold on. So you're telling me P Diddy did not try to sue the people that own Ciroc?
But you're saying you think they are connected.
Did P Diddy not try to sue the people that own Ciroc?
I never said that.
Did P answer the question?
Okay, never mind.
Answer the question.
Okay, never mind.
Answer the question.
Never mind.
Answer the question.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna answer shit.
Why you can't answer the question?
I'm not about to answer shit. How
Because
about that?
I literally said after he did that is when everything hit the fan.
No,
that is not a conspiracy. That's a fact.
You're right.
This brother here, CS says here, he said the conspiracy is the one-man racketeering. I agree. I never heard no one-man racketeering in my whole life.
That's a contradiction right there. It's not supposed to be a one-man RICO case.
Right, I never heard that before.
Right, that's why I said it ain't no racketeering. Racketeering when that rounding niggas up. Like
Well, I asked 78 that he said that you said they're trying to say it's blue. I mean, not blue blood. They're trying to say it's what his bad boy record label. That's
right. But that's the
but
thing.
who else is in on it? I mean,
they're trying to say is they saying this is what they're saying. They're saying Diddy he used his power and influence, intimidation, threats, and coercion with the people around him, his security guards, his assistants, and all this stuff who work for Bad Boy to complete racketeering. But if that's the case, why are none of these people being charged except for Diddy?
Right.
Are they all? I mean, have they all took pleas and said they are willing to testify against Diddy or something like that?
I don't know, but it can't be racketeering. You got to charge something.
No, they can't be if they're, you know what I'm saying, like if his so-called co-conspirators have taken pleas, or, granted immunity if they testify.
So far, they haven't shown anybody.
You don't have no co-conspiracy.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So far, there have been no.
Nobody else charged at all.
Everybody else got immunity.
Oh, this is
That's what I'm saying. So somebody else was charged, but they took an immunity deal.
No, they wasn't charged. They got immunity.
What are y'all talking about?
Okay, so how did they get immunity if they were never charged? They were never. I mean, they were never brought in.
This how it work. This how it work. If you good, if let's say hypothetically, right? Let's say Blu-ray. I seen Blu-ray hypothetically kill Joe Schmo, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the feds think that I was there. They know I was there, matter of fact. Right? But they can't prove it, but they know I was there. And they pulled me in. Yeah, we got you. We caught you with two ounces of coke on you.
Mm-hmm.
We don't care nothing about this coke. We want Blu-ray. We know he killed such and such. What you know about it? Oh, I don't know nothing about it. Hey, look here. We're gonna let you off with this coke. We're gonna get you immunity for whatever you tell us
About Blu-ray, yeah.
Blu-ray. That's how that worked with the.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So was nobody else brought in then? So somebody said nobody got immunity.
No, Cassie.
The CS guy.
It seemed like Cassie the only person who got the shit.
She got immunity?
I don't know that because they haven't asked her in court. That's what everybody keep asking. Did Cassie get immunity or something? Because she incriminated herself. She talking all this shit about Diddy, but shit, you in text messages, you organizing all these fucking freak offs. You call them up. You tell them where to bust the nut at. You tell them, motherfucker, man. In this case, so disgusting. They literally said in court, Cassie said the motherfucker dude pissing them out. So the DA asked her, "Oh, why were you choking in the video?" Well, bitch, you know goddamn well why she choking. So Cassie gonna say, well, it was too much urine in my mouth.
Well, so she did testify at the case then.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah, she testified for what, 4 days, 5 days?
They got all the transcripts of everything she said.
And the craziest part about the freak off videos is I thought that Diddy had the millions of tapes from the 90s about all these freak off parties.
Yeah.
Turn out all the freak off videos is on Cassie's device.
Hey, talk about it, brother. That's what everybody keep leaving out. Cassie is the one who had the freak off tapes. She acting like Diddy was blackmailing her, but how you end up with all the tapes? And you the one who gave it to the FBI. When they raided Diddy house, they ain't find no fucking tapes. They found baby oil and this nigga jacking off.
Right.
That's ridiculous. This sounds like some bull. This is
and
really
there's text messages when Cassie forgot the device, and she would text Diddy and be like, "I'm sorry, I forgot the device.
Yeah, I
Do you want me to go and get it?" So
she's
the one that takes all these freak offs.
This is crazy. So how is this even possible?
Yeah, Destiny, check this out. I'm gonna read this transcript.
And real quick, and that one crazy man, the one that shot up that Trump thing, whatever. Diddy pay him $5 million because he had a tape.
Yeah. Let me get to this one. This is from the other day. What happened next? It's the DA talking to or the prosecutor talking to Cassie. What happened next? Cassie say, Sean came to my house and raped me on my living room floor. His eyes were black. It was like taking something from you. The prosecutor say, you cried? What did Sean do? Cassie say, he continued to finish inside me and then got up and left, right? Mind you, let me give you some background. This is when she's already with her husband. So somehow Diddy then got in her house like a super ninja. Because of course she didn't open the door. She didn't open the door for Diddy now. He didn't found a way in like niggas do, right? Like a mouse or something. He just snuck in the house and raped her in the living room floor. Her husband.
And then she gave 2 different dates.
Yeah,
2 different dates on the rape. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That was like 6 months apart.
So check this one out here. Watch this one. Prosecutor say, did you ever have sex with him again? Talking about Diddy. She say, yes, voluntarily. We had a good night. I went back to his house. And then the DA say, can you explain why did you after he raped you? She say, we had 10 years. Like, what the fuck are we talking about here?
That's what I'm saying.
Woman crazy. This woman is insane. How a nigga rape you? But see, now they're trying to make it. See, the psychologist came on stand today talking about, oh, it's trauma, it's battered women syndrome.
Right.
And this is what pissed me off about the prosecutor. I mean, not the prosecutor, but the therapist. The therapist say a woman who been through a woman who's been beaten up and sexually abused like Cassie, even if she's with somebody else, even if it's years later, she can still mentally be a slave to this other guy. So I want all you men out there who came for Cassie, I want you to think about this. If you fuck with a bitch, your girl, and you catch her 3 years into your marriage, she fucking somebody else, she can say, well, he had mind control over Debo. What the fuck is this? What the fuck are we talking about? No, hell no.
Mind control shit crazy. That shit lasts forever.
Right. Yeah, I mean, there's people that have, that suffer abuse, a lot of abuse is mental, right? There is people that you can definitely have some mental, but I don't know about this. You gonna go back and he's still gonna control you years down the line. I've never heard of that. That would be new for me to hear of. Like, I don't know if anybody's ever heard of that. That sounds very new to me. Sound like that's some shit she just made up for this
She
trial.
also said too,
That's
the
crazy.
real reason she popped this shit off too was because he ain't read that book. The whole thing started over when she sent him that book, and he brushed it off. And she was like that, you know what I'm saying? She was looking for some closure or apology from Diddy. And when she sent him that book, that's when she sent the lawsuit after the lawyer and them said they weren't paying that shit no mind, pretty much.
Yeah, she felt disrespected when he didn't read it.
Yeah, and the reality is Cassie, she jaded, man. That's all it is. Diddy had her doing them freak offs. She was with it the whole time. And then at the end, she wanted more. And Diddy like, hey, I'm brother love. I could get another one. And he did, and she mad. And she want closure. He wouldn't give her the closure. And she with this simp dude, Alex Fine, who just let her get away with everything. And she can't respect him. So she really I think she was trying to get back with Diddy for real. And that book was just one last thing.
She said it on the stand. She was jealous of, Kim Porter. She was jealous of every girl that he slept with. You know what I'm saying? Yes, even her homegirl even the white girl that took the stand the other day said that, Cassie was a jealous person. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as like with Diddy.
This is like the most dumbest case on planet Earth. Like, how are we even, like, why is it still a thing? Like, I'm so confused.
Look, he wasn't messing with her no more. Then he started talking to Young Miami. He put Young Miami on. He got her show. She at home broke with that nigga, with that dude. He a simp. She don't really like him because girls don't like simps. They don't like no niggas sitting around simping all day. So what they did, they plotted on Diddy. She saying, oh, he got this young thing, Young Miami, and he did me like this, giving me. So what happened was she went to the Fed. All right, man, we know women. Are you in the streets? We know. You know how women behave, man. Come on, man. We ain't dumb. That girl got mad. She see that young bad Miami, another bad tender. Then she got mad. Then that's what happened. Then you end up in jail.
And she said too, her and the white girl fell out because I guess Diddy supposed to went upside her head, and Cassie got her. Yeah, Cassie got her to sign a non-disclosure and pay her. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Talk about it now.
Yeah, Cassie paid the white girl.
Yeah, her best friend, Cassie's best friend is a white girl. Cassie done brought this bitch around Diddy, and Diddy crazy. He whooping your ass, and you bring your friend around. She bring her friend around. So Diddy thinking, okay, your friend here, she gonna get it too. Diddy slapped this bitch with a motherfucking clothes hanger.
Yeah, sorry.
This nigga slapped the bro with the clothes hanger. Crazy dumb nigga. So then he tell Cassie, look, she a white girl, so she gonna tell. Smooth this over. Smooth this over. Give her 30 G's. We'll have her sign.
Come on, bro. 30 racks from Diddy. Right. 30 racks. She could have got the bag, 30 racks.
Hey, but check it out, though. Crazy. You want to know the crazy part? Sounds like a clown. This sounds like a circus. Y'all cannot be serious.
No, it is. I'm gonna tell you something.
That's real shit. The white girl took the stand today, day before.
When Don,
so this ain't nothing but sensational TV, right? Because this just is circus. This is ridiculous.
When Don from that P Diddy group, when she hit the stand talking about all the abuse, motherfuckers attacked her outside the courtroom. They was like, they calling her all kind of shit. Let me see if I got that clip.
Who was this Don person? Who was this lady?
Don, she's
from what? Well, she was with what was that group? Danity Kane.
Kennedy. Oh, okay.
She was from Daddy Kane or one of them shits. Yeah. Let me see.
Have a good day.
Yeah, how big is Diddy's dick?
Whoa.
Wow. I get the 10 million now, man. Monetization. You're going too far. Yeah, man. I want to get my ass beat for 10 million. I want to get my ass beat for 10 million. Isn't it freedom of speech?
If a girl said, I want to get my ass beat for 10 million. Me too. I take an ass whooping for 10 million. Shit.
I'll take one for a meal. Yeah, this is a goddamn circus. This is so stupid. Like, I don't even understand how this is even the case. This is really ridiculous.
The judge, right here, the judge questioned the feds on the lack of evidence pointing to coercion. He acknowledged there may have been control over Cassie, but emphasized that he wasn't seeing anything that support the RICO charges.
Facts.
Yeah.
So this was a judge?
That's the judge said that.
So why has he not thrown it out then? Why has he not thrown his whole case out?
I agree.
Exactly.
What is he doing? Like, so this is ridiculous.
There's a high
Are they trying
profile
to say
case.
because he took her across state lines, 78? Is that the reason why they still going with this?
They're gonna do the man act shit, the sex trafficking shit.
Yeah, the sex trafficking gonna be over state lines because he got them niggas from everywhere off Craigslist and Backpage and all type. And
okay,
he covered the flights and the rides and shit.
There's no proof to what y'all saying, right?
It's all consensual.
So, like, so this is really some he said, she said BS, and this is what we're spending our tax dollars on.
But this is really dangerous. Like this, like you go to jail for this. This for having that's like me flying somebody out to Vegas and hey, fly your homegirl out. We have a threesome and she get mad and come on, this ain't cool. So I don't know why people are advocating for this.
Well, they hitting them with that because of the prostitution. Because these niggas say they male escorts and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
But this is ridiculous. This is absolutely asinine. This is beyond asinine.
They can use that shit for anybody at any time they want. Usually it's gonna be black men or somebody they just want to get rid of.
Or you get a judge with some damn balls to stand up and say, "Get this shit out of my goddamn court," which the judge should be doing. This is ridiculous.
Yeah. Yep. Hey, if Diddy go down for this really some social engineering for real. Hey, you better not be a woman who got a little kink fetish. Anything like that, because men ain't gonna be doing it no more.
Oh, no,
we gonna see that P Diddy. Yeah, we gonna be seeing this P Diddy stuff. We ain't going.
First of all, I wouldn't even be. Yeah, that's some weird old stuff. Anyways, what tourism and freak off with all these different guys. Like, why would you? I mean, as a man, why would you want to watch a woman have sex with another dude? Very odd to me. That's very odd.
I told y'all on my other video. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying when she said, "Why would you want somebody to do that to your woman?" I mean, I don't really think. I think that was their purpose, like the whole freak off shit. I don't really think he looked at Cassie as like, you know what I'm saying, like wifey or whatever the case may be. Because most of the time,
I mean, he was claiming her. She was always with him, and you know, they're going to the Met Gala. So that was wifey. I mean, so I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, there's people that's into some strange things, you know, like why would you want to let another nigga piss in your girl mouth and you kiss her? This is some very strange things going on with them too.
That was all rich white men do that.
But I think go ahead, Sprite. Go ahead. What you saying?
No, I just said I'm listening to bro in the background.
No, I was just saying that was like that. What Diddy doing? That sound like to me that because that's what all white rich people do. They go get their girl. Hey man, you want to go fuck my girl? Huh? Yeah, I got 500.
Yeah,
fucking strange.
They do
That's very weird.
But when they
niggas don't do that. Niggas ain't finna get a girl.
Old white men do that when they dick stop working.
Well, right. But why would you want to watch your woman get plowed through? That is crazy.
Nah, but you got to understand, Diddy learned under Clive Davis and Hugh Hefner.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you, brother. Finally, somebody talking the truth. Clyde Davis, Hugh Hefner. Nobody want to talk about Hugh Hefner wasn't fucking all them young bitches.
Yeah, but they said Hugh Hefner was very they said Hugh Hefner was very controlling and jealous though. Yeah. He said he was like his main playmate. You can only fuck around with other hoes.
I'm not gonna just blame it on Clive Davis and Hugh Hefner because Dapper Dan.
He a little bit lesser known, but yeah. Them just two.
Dapper Dan grew up with Diddy parents. And Dapper Dan said the apple don't fall too far from the tree. That's what he said.
Yeah, I heard Diddy mom worse than him for real. And that's where he got it from.
Well, they all into some
at least part of it.
I'm telling you, Dapper Dan grew up with them. He talk about it.
So they all into some perversion. I mean, some type of way of perversion, huh?
I'm gonna say this respectfully to Dapper Dan. Fuck Dapper Dan. I'm gonna tell you why. Because every time I bring up these Peckerwoods, somehow we always end up back shitting on black people. Fuck Dapper Dan. Hugh Hefner, that nigga had a Playboy mansion.
Nah, but bro, listen what I'm saying. I get what you're saying, and respectfully, I got what you're saying, but it's like when I know somebody, 7-8, watch this. Okay, watch this. 7-8, I've been rocking with you for a minute. Anytime you done told me a story, even though I don't know the people that you was talking about, I believe everything you done told me. And that's just straight up. Keep it 100. So what I'm saying is, if I tell you I know somebody, and I'm telling you, hey, And y'all see where he really get it from his parents. How can you not believe that though?
No. I'm gonna say this. Why I'm gonna say I hold Hugh Hefner to more regards. Hugh Hefner's name was brought up in the trial, and nobody talking about it except for me. Hugh Hefner name was literally brought up in the trial, but we talking about everybody but him. They literally said, Cassie said when she was on the stand, Diddy had an overdose, and he had to be rushed to the hospital in the Playboy Mansion. He took vacation in the Playboy Mansion and had an overdose, and nobody said shit.
Hugh Hefner also 78. Well, people don't also talk about that him and them underage girls too. He had a lot of underage girls.
Listen, 78. Listen what I'm saying. But when Dapper Dan said his parents had him around that stuff when he was a kid, that hit different.
Nah, I don't believe that. I really don't believe his parents had him having orgies in front of him.
How are you gonna talk about something and this person know these people?
But bro, listen, I don't doubt.
The truth, though, I don't believe that.
He was talking about they were doing this around that boy, allowing him in that when he was a kid.
They were just openly having sex in front of P. Diddy.
I did hear that. I did hear that.
Listen,
it did happen. Even if it did happen, but this is my point. My point is this: I know plenty of motherfuckers who grew up in situations like that. But what I'm saying is this: even if it did happen, why is it every time I bring up this motherfucker Hugh Hefner, it end up being an argument talking about some niggas every time?
No. It's not even about that. It's just about the context about what we're talking about.
Okay,
we're talking about.
I'm just trying to figure out why every time I bring him up, we end up talking about some niggas.
Listen, I don't like Hugh Hefner because the nigga was a pedophile. You know, I don't deal with nothing.
Right, but so let me cook.
Because you already know you cool with the age gap. I'm not.
I'm cool with the age gap when it comes to grown folk.
I'm not cool with the age gap when it comes to grown folk. So
that's right, but that ain't got nothing to do with what we talking
about. That's his preference.
It do. Let me tell you why. Because let me explain it. What I'm saying is this: at the end of the day, I'm not talking about Hugh Hefner. I'm talking about the context of the whole spectrum of where it started from. So Hugh Hefner is a piece. Clive Davis is a piece. But when we're talking about where it started from what I know, it started with his parents. Forget the white niggas. It ain't about them. I'm talking about my context of where it started from. It didn't start with Hugh Hefner and Clive Davis. He met them niggas when he was grown.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Before we knew who Diddy mama was, daddy was, or any of that shit, we knew who Hugh Hefner in the Playboy Mansion was, and they been having free calls.
Yeah, they've been having all kind of weirdness going on.
Diddy modeled himself after Hugh Hefner, not his mama. He modeled himself the way he dressed, him surrounding himself with bitches in the mansion. He admitted in interviews he modeled himself as the black Hugh Hefner. So that's what I'm trying to figure out.
I'm not arguing that. That wasn't even what I was talking about though.
But no, that's what I'm trying to get to. I'm saying, look, Diddy wants to be Hugh Hefner. That's where the shit started. So now, regardless if he grew up, got molested, if he's seen some sexual shit, whatever. Whole lot of people seen some sexual shit and weird shit. But if you model yourself after Hugh Hefner, and Hugh Hefner he's on the record messing with young chicks. He messed with teenage motherfucking cheerleading teams coming to the Playboy Mansion. And Hugh Hefner, he ain't fucking all of them. He having Hollywood. All his friends come through the house and fuck on him. Hollywood celebrities and actors and basketball players and shit. They all coming through fucking these young chicks.
But you know what? He really was running a brothel or a prostitution ring because they were all paying him to come to his dumbass mansion.
That's exactly what he was doing.
Fuck around with these different kind of women or whatever. Very weird behavior, and I just refuse to believe that Diddy's parents was just having orgies in front of him. That just does not ring true to me at all. Like,
Diddy's dad died when he was young. So how is that possible?
They said mama ran the whole house.
Nobody said nothing about his daddy. They said his mama. I said his mama. I don't know how many times.
At the end of the day, though,
I've never heard of that. This is some.
But that's what I heard a lot of shit about his mama. I heard niggas on the internet, not nobody but niggas. I heard other niggas talking about Diddy was fucking his mama. Diddy, all this shit. I ain't heard nothing about this shit until this last year. Now all of a sudden Diddy fucking his mama.
Right.
He's
So
some,
that's
he's
something
some,
I never
yeah.
want to
Now his
think
mama,
about this woman.
now the nigga mama to blame for all his sexual deviancy is his mama. Okay. But even though he had an overdose at the Playboy Mansion that the whole world want to cover up, and nobody want to say what the fuck was he doing in the Playboy Mansion have an overdose. No, we ain't gonna talk about that. Let's talk about something else.
You're right.
Yeah.
Like it's bananas. Complete bananas. I just don't know about her.
And Cassie was the one who brought it up in court. And they
You know what, 78? To get on your point, right? So he's talking about supposedly his mother was running this brothel or whatever. But you know who was actually born in a French whorehouse? What's it? Mario Peoples. His mother was an actual French whore. His mother was an actual French whore. He was actually born in a brothel in France. But let's talk about his mother. Let's talk about his mother. Let's talk about Mario Van Peebles' mother. She was a French whore.
You know what?
I mean, Richard Pryor was raised in the whole house. A lot of people raised in the whole house.
Yeah. That ain't nothing new. Hey, and going back to the Hugh Hefner mansion, look, Hugh Hefner had drugs in his mansion because how P. Diddy overdosed in his mansion? Who's bringing drugs to the Hugh Hefner mansion?
Well,
that means the drugs is already at his mansion.
If y'all watch this, it's a movie. It's about that girl. They called her Deep Throat or whatever. She was the first like porno star or whatever. Yeah, but they showed that he had cocaine lined up on all these different tables. And people were just doing lines, and you know, if you was into some more darker stuff, there were rooms you can go shoot up with. Like they, I mean, it was like Candyland for deviants. So yeah.
He the king of the freak offs. He the inventor. Shit.
Ooh, okay. Nah, well, we can go back to the Romans with that shit. But
I mean, in our time,
even with the grooming, you know what I'm saying? If y'all look up on bunny babies, that's the babies that was born in the Playboy Mansion. And when they turned 18, they put them on the centerfold. The mom said she's at the house.
Facts.
You know,
the brother,
and so that's grooming. You know what I'm saying? You raise that little girl up just to be in the Playboy magazine. I mean, y'all can look that up. Bunny babies that was born in the Playboy Mansion.
Yeah, a brother named Justin Cordell says, "Can I post an article where Hugh Hefner was messed with under his cheerleaders?" Hey, brother, I'm gonna tell you what you do. This is how you find it because I got it somewhere on my computer, but I'm gonna tell you how you find it. Type in on Google search. Go to Google search and type in Hugh Hefner teenage girls, and you're gonna see a slew of articles from women who actually was raised with him, and they're gonna tell you when they started messing with him. I messed with him when I was 16, I was 14, I was 15. You're gonna see a slew of articles. And
I think the youngest one was like 13, if I'm not mistaken. 17.
Yeah, you're gonna see it. Just type it in. You're gonna see
it. You ain't even gotta look that up. I mean, what was their actor? Brooke Shields. She was in the Playboy magazine at 11. I mean,
hey! Thank you for bringing that. I forgot.
Yeah, she was 11 in the Playboy magazine.
Well, she did that commercial too for, I think it was Calvin Klein jeans. Nothing gets in between me and my Calvins, and they was like that was very sexual, innuendos because she was saying she wasn't wearing no panties, and I think she was like 11, 12, 13 then or 14. Yeah.
And then remember when the Bill Cosby case happened? Remember it was a lady who was accusing Bill Cosby of raping her in the Playboy Mansion when she was 16. And everybody was talking about, I think he did it. I think he did it. And I'm the only nigga in the world like, what the fuck was she doing in the Playboy Mansion? At 16.
Well, look at it though, 78. They said Drew Barrymore used to be in that
Drew Barrymore got picked up when she was 11 years old.
No, I'm saying, but they said Drew Barrymore used to be in Studio 54, and she was what 10, 11 years old. Yeah, like she was in there drinking and smoking. I mean, this is what we did. I mean, Hollywood. They call it Hollywood for a reason.
Hey, Rick James said, when I walk in the door at Studio 54, the girls like to party all night. That's what it is. Yeah.
That's fact.
It was in there.
And the crazy thing about the Playboy Mansion is growing up, they all news and the media always had positive things to say about the Playboy Mansion. You watch Inside Edition, they have Hugh Hefner, Playboy Mansion, having all this fun. Man, the media is evil. They just as complicit.
It ain't no difference than like when you talk about pimps and then you talk about the Bunny Ranch. You know what I'm saying? The Bunny Ranch, they put that on the big stage. They had a damn what was that show?
TV show, the Bunny,
they had a whole
the Bunny
TV
Ranch
show.
or whatever.
Yeah, that was on HBO.
Mm-hmm.
Was it real?
Yeah, HBO. No, it had its own show. Wasn't on real
Yeah,
estate.
had
It
his
was
own
HBO
show.
After
Yeah,
Dark. I
Bunny
think it
Ranch had
was.
his own show.
Oh,
Yeah, I
man.
think it was HBO After Dark or whatever it was
Yeah.
called.
It shows you the hypocrisy of the law. Then they want to get Diddy, like, but y'all never get white men, rich, wealthy white men. They be pimps and
Oh
they be
yeah,
doing
Steph,
all
and I
type of stuff.
brought up Larry Flint earlier to that cave bunny that came on here about Larry Flint with his little ass girls. Yeah, little ass girls too.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
Larry
hey,
Flint. Yeah.
did you peep how she didn't like that question about Larry Flint? She
Yeah,
hated that shit. She know about her people. She like,
yeah.
we ain't talking about y'all. We're gonna talk my people. We talk about your people.
And we could talk
Yeah,
about all
she
their
know.
little sexual
Yeah,
She know
deals.
even
all
and
about Diddy.
Larry
Talking
Flint.
about she know.
Which one was Larry? He had the Hustle magazine.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Was Larry Flint the one with the Hustle magazine?
Yeah, he was
Okay.
the
Yeah.
one that
Yeah,
was
even
shot
if
by
you
that
look up
same
that,
dude that shot George Wallace. Remember, he was the same one that got shot by there's a movie about him, The
yeah.
People versus Larry Flint.
And even
That's
if
a
you
good
look
ass
up
movie,
Larry
by the way,
Flint,
y'all.
he had the that's the one that had the child pornography pictures in the
Yeah,
magazine. And
yeah.
the artist that was writing all of those stories up, I think he got like a life sentence. Those stories was based off of his own kids, his two daughters.
But we could talk about Nickelodeon, that weird ass
You know
dude
what
that
I'm saying?
kept putting them
Oh
little ass,
yeah,
You talking about Dan
them little ass
Snyder?
kids
that dude
feet.
on Nickelodeon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the one with that
Dan
had the foot
Snyder.
Yeah.
Yeah, that man
fetish.
a pervert.
Yeah, that
yeah,
had
he
the
the
foot
worst
fetish
one.
for
He grooming kids.
Yeah, literally, literally. Let's talk
Can't
about the damn producer. I mean, the director or the creator of Jeepers Creepers. That dude, that French Canadian dude. I think he's French
Yeah.
Canadian. Yeah, he was
it's
with
hard to
little
get them
ass
in court.
boys.
They ain't gonna never it's like they don't drag them in court.
And you know who paid for him to get out of prison and paid for his things? Nicolas Cage uncle. What's his name? Who did The Godfather? What's the dude name that did The Godfather?
I don't remember.
You know what I'm talking about though, that
Yeah.
producer guy. That's Nicolas Cage's uncle. Yeah, he paid for that damn pervert's court stuff, whatever, because he
Yeah,
thought
that's
he was such a
wild.
great director and writer. So he got him out of jail for raping little boys as young as 5.
Yeah, I
As young
mean,
as 5. No, not Marlon Brando, the one who created it. His name is it's something Italian.
Francis Ford.
Yeah, Francis Ford Coppola. Yeah, him.
Code 189 said that in the chat.
yeah, it's a double standard out here. Diddy, I feel like Diddy's gonna get railroaded. It is what it is.
Yeah, they're gonna take it
They
to him
don't have
some
no
type
real
of way.
proof, but they're gonna use sympathy to get the court of public opinion on their side, and they just gonna put him in prison. That's the way I feel the case is gonna go. But if we're going by what actually constitutes RICO and what he did, the worst you could charge him with is felony domestic violence, and then maybe the over the state line stuff. But even that's debatable.
Criminal threatening or some shit.
Oh yeah, something bogus like that. That's
Yes.
the worst you can really charge them with based off of the actual facts. But as you could tell, this case is not about facts. It's about narrative and about getting the court of public opinion on their side, which I feel like they've done a good job with. That's what I keep hammering this domestic violence over and over again, and how many times Cassie cried, and it's just to get sympathy so that he can go to prison.
They keep doing that, right? Hammering in about domestic violence when it comes down to black men, but then they're overlooking when it comes down to their own people. Like Trump, when he bashed his wife head, and there's a police report and everything on that, his first wife, that he did that shit to her. Pulled her hair out by the roots. Yeah, so there's a police report about that.
The same thing with Dana White. Dana White slapped his wife
on camera. Yeah. But
slapped the shit out of her.
Man, we got a whole president that said grab her by the pussy, man. Come on.
Yeah, like exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
This foolishness. Complete
We got a
foolishness.
whole president that said that.
Right.
Yeah.
But
we don't concentrate on. I mean, I'm not into domestic violence because I actually, had a little bit of that going on in my life at one point. But but we can go. We could talk about this all day. Like the double standards is crazy. Now, should I overlook when black men do wrong to black women and black women do wrong? No, absolutely. I think we should stand on business with our own people when they're doing some foolishness. But it's levels to it. Like we don't need the whole world to know our business. Caucasians deal with their business personally. We will, we will include everybody in our shit. You know what I'm saying?
They ride with their people right or wrong. Like when that girl called that little black boy
the N-word.
She got $1 million. They were
but but it was a black woman that made sure it was a black woman
the
that
other way
caught.
around. if it was a black woman that called a little artistic white kid, we would condone. We wouldn't condone that. We'd be like, nah, you wrong.
Murder to be in jail.
Exactly. She'd be in jail. On top of that, and you will not be seeing the black community raise no goddamn $1 million for it. We don't do things like that. We got the moral compass. But with white folks, man, them dudes are devils. They don't give a damn. They're gonna ride with their people, right or wrong.
Right, and they're gonna keep it secret too. They don't invite the whole world into all their drama, but we do. We love to get Caucasian opinions on what we got going on. I don't give a fuck about their opinion. I mean, worry about your own damn people. You got a lot of things going on in your own damn culture.
But the crazy thing is, oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead, baby.
I was gonna say, but the crazy thing is, a lot of time when black people congregate, white people will just come pop up on your stuff anyway. So it's not like we are entertaining having white folks on different platforms. It's when black people start speaking about making real change in their lives, that's when white folks come and the other races come, and then the trolls come and they try and distract people. And the real reality of it is, we the only race where if you do something good, it's an individual thing. But if they do something bad, it's the whole race. Look at the blacks. They're what is it? 12% of the population, 70% of the crime, and the usual suspects. Every other race, when they do something, the Florida State school shooter, we already know what the stereotype is about the white school shooter, but he was a lone wolf though.
You want to try to say that he was mental ill?
Yeah, he was mentally ill, and even though his mother is a police officer and didn't secure her own gun, that's not on her. That's on him. Even though it's your job as the owner of the gun to secure your own gun. Make it make sense.
And that mental illness shit be crazy too, because they're the only ones that get mental illness. Black people,
they were bullied. They were bullied.
No, we don't get mental illness. We just get, born evil.
You a thug. You's a thug if you do it. But if you do it, and it's all the crimes across the board. Look how fast they swept the Justin Tucker spa stuff under the rug. He did the same thing as Deshaun Watson. We heard about Deshaun Watson for a year straight.
Man,
but then Justin Tucker do it.
About him.
We hear about it for a week and it's gone. Where is
we heard about the rape dude that knocked out his girlfriend, but we didn't hear about that white dude that beat the hell out of his black girlfriend.
Yep, out there in Seattle. Yep, I heard about that.
Yep.
Yeah, it was mental illness with him too. Remember, he was bipolar or whatever.
Right. He almost killed him. He tried to kill him.
Yeah, he did.
Black people we gotta be on code. We can't be around here like, nah, I can see, okay, you might not like Diddy. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Diddy, he was a shitty person. Yeah, he did things he was a freak, he a weirdo. We know that. But we can't just be out here bashing and throwing him under the bus, because at the same time, these white folks they can do that to any one of us.
But see, but that's the thing. But that's the thing though, bro. The white folks know we ain't on code. You know what I'm saying? So they use that against us.
Because we invite everybody to the cookout. Everybody's invited to our cookout.
And once we start tearing each other down, that's when we make the news. You know what I'm saying? They be like, and they gonna get us to talk about us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And they put that, like, when you talking negative about Diddy, they put it in the algorithm. Because that's all I see. Like, every time I see like Diddy, I don't even click on it, man. Only people
I don't never click on anything when I see that.
When I watch 78 Sports. I watch because I know they're gonna give. Not gonna give a biased opinion. Like they're gonna go straight down the middle. You know what I'm saying? But when you got the other cast, they just like that teaser girl. It's like, oh nah, man. Like these people, man. Then they put them all in the algorithm.
Well, that's what YouTube is designed for. That, like, what they do is the algorithm is racist. You gotta remember. The algorithm was created by white folks. So white folks create the algorithm. They program it, and they tell the motherfucking computer gonna do what white folks tell it to do. So it's just an extension of them. So the algorithm is racist. So if you're talking down on a black person, they will put you in the algorithm, right? They're gonna push your videos, all that. And I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of these coon ass, jig ass niggas on YouTube peep game. They peep that, so they riding that wave. They riding the wave like, oh, okay. If I say this, if I do this, I'm gonna be in the algorithm. Cool. I'm not playing that game, because when this algorithm shit over with. Shit, my kids they gotta be proud of their daddy, bro. I'm not no cool ass nigga. I'm not doing that shit, bro. I'm not.
Well, they keep bringing up that I see all these different people that was repost whatever that crazy ass lady Jaguar Wright be talking about. They repost her all day. She says the most outlandish, craziest things I've ever heard in my life.
Jaguar Wright is a liar, a hypocrite,
and a crazy person.
Yeah, and definitely Jaguar Wright. This is how, if anybody doubt what I'm saying about Jaguar Wright, watch this. This chick came out and said that Jay-Z held a gun to her head and raped her by force. She said, and mind you, she had never said this before. And then randomly, she just said it on the pod. I was watching the podcast.
Yeah.
What she said, and I got it on. I saved it on my phone because I knew she was gonna pull some shenanigans. But she say, matter of fact, I'm gonna pull it up right now. See, I know I ain't lying. I got it on my phone. She said that Jay-Z raped her, right? But then the crazy part is, let me go to my videos. Then when people called her out on it, they said, wait a minute, Jay-Z did this to you? Because Jay-Z, he went out and he started suing Tony Busby, and Jay-Z came out swinging. When Jaguar Wright seen Jay-Z was fighting back, the first thing she did was cop the plea. She said, I never said Jay-Z raped me.
Wow.
So everybody like, hold up, no, we seen it on tape. You did say it. She said, no, that was AI.
Yeah, she said it was AI.
So motherfuckers like, hold up, we saw it. It was a live video. It wasn't no. This was a live video you made. You know what I'm saying?
She's a legitimate crazy person. Like this lady is batshit crazy.
She absolutely is. She has a hold on, where the fuck is that video? I passed it. She has a mental health disorder.
She definitely does, because she be saying like Beyonce sacrificed one of her kids for the devil to be a famous person. I'm like, girl, what are you? She was already famous when she had her first miscarriage. Like, lady, what are you talking about?
Here you go. I'm gonna play it now. Yeah, hold on. Let me see here. Here you go.
See, what people don't understand is the tears that they saw. See, I know what that felt like. I know what it feels like to be strapped to a bed with a man put a gun in your head and tell you sing, or he's gonna blow your brains out while he's raping you.
This is outlandish.
That's what Sean Carter done to me.
She said that's what Sean Carter done to me. To my Jay-Z.
Yeah, I mean, that's outlandish.
And then she turned around when Jay-Z came out swinging, suing motherfuckers. She was the first motherfucker out here. Oh no, that was AI. And what really pissed me off is these whole ass niggas on YouTube act like nothing ever happened. They act like she ain't a liar or nothing. Bro, fuck, I can't do this. This YouTube, this internet in general is not a real place. This is some fake ass shit, straight up. This is some fake, like motherfucker just say anything just to get some video views. Niggas ain't got no code of conduct, nothing.
Yeah, and I mean, I hear people all the time, like, not hearing them, but I see it all the time. Jaguar Wright said it, like, y'all act like she's not damn batshit crazy. She has said some of the most outlandish, like, complete, like, who will believe these things? But apparently, there's plenty of people that believe them. There's never been a conspiracy that black folks ain't like. We love conspiracy theories. We love them. Anything strange. Remember it was Beyonce that killed Aaliyah? Beyonce killed Aaliyah so she could be famous. And then she sacrificed one of her kids so she could be famous. Like all this foolishness. We don't celebrate just black greatness.
Well, the reason some people believe her because some things she have said did happen. So even though she said outlandish things, anytime she just says something and it happens, then that supersedes all the lies she's told. So people don't really think about all the lies when she say one thing and it happens. That's the issue.
Well, that's the problem is though, white folk don't nobody do that because in a court of law, once you get caught lying on that stand, you irrelevant. Ain't nobody paying attention to no more. But with black folks, we listen to motherfuckers because we pick out shit like, oh, she said I agree with that. I agree with that. Fuck that. Just like Charleston White. I hate when niggas send me videos of Charleston White. Hey, bro, Charleston cooking. Man, fuck that coon ass nigga. He ain't cooking shit. I don't give a fuck what he said. Even if I agree with it, fuck him. He said enough to let me know he's a race traitor. Fuck him. I ain't got no time for because I agree with him on this one point. No, I ain't got time for that shit.
You know how many black people I saw and I heard say that Ryan Garcia was being set up because he really, the damn Grove place or whatever that's in California. You know how many times I saw that shit? He know what he's talking about. That really did happen to him. Knock it off.
That's niggas. I seen that when I was in New York. I seen it. I seen it at the bar. I'm literally at the bar, and I'm hearing a black chick at the bar drinking, talking about this before the fight. yeah, I hope Ryan beat his ass. I hope Ryan fuck him up. She with this Puerto Rican dude. Puerto Rican dude like, really? You want Ryan to win? Why you want Ryan to win? I'm eavesdropping by minding my own business at the same time. So Puerto Rican dude, why you want Ryan to win? She was like, because I can relate to him. Everybody thinks he's crazy because he says all this stuff. He's trying to help the children. Everyone's saying he's crazy, and that's what they do to me. They say I'm crazy, and nobody takes me serious, and all this old dumb shit. Man, fuck out here with that bullshit, man. This motherfucker. Then after that, he go on a full-fledged racist rant. The only people defending him is niggas.
Exactly. Precisely.
Yep.
Yeah, he went on that, got to, saying all kinds of, batshit crazy things, and here come the Coon Brigade. Yeah, I mean, you know what pissed me off too, and I love Bill Haney, I really do. But when he said, "I'm not gonna kick a man while he's down," when Ryan said that goofy shit, that pissed me all the way the fuck off. I'm like, bro, what is you doing? Your mother is a goddamn Black Panther.
Hey, and the crazy thing about that is Devin Haney still get way more hate than Ryan Garcia. It's crazy. He's juiced to the gills of Ostarine, and he's over here on a nigga tirade. And everybody's like, oh, we still love Ryan. It don't matter that he was juiced to the gills with Ostarine. He still beat Devin Haney. That count in my book. I'm like, you niggas disgust me. Like, what the hell are y'all doing?
They don't care, man. They don't care. Well,
just complete bananas. You know what I'm saying? We're such a lost people. And I know we're not monolithic, and nobody should be monolithic. You know what I mean? But God damn, we don't have not one code that we can stay on. We don't stand on nothing. It'd be like 10 of us to stand on one thing, and then it'd be like 100 that's on some other BS. Like we don't stand on anything. We don't have no code.
Yeah. Because we focus. The problem with us, I'm talking about us as a collective of Black people. The thing is, we focus on what we disagree on versus what we agree on. Like, especially with the rise of social media. So like niggas, like you ever heard somebody complain about, man, 4 motherfuckers dislike my video. I wonder who them 4 niggas is. I'm like, bro, you got 300 likes. Who gives a fuck who the 4 niggas who don't like you is? But that's how we think.
Yeah.
We focus on the negative. We you know what I'm saying? So, this nigga, I don't agree with this nigga. Fuck that nigga forever. That's what we do. And other folks who more mature, who focus on nation building and shit, they don't think like that because they focus on nation building. You know what I'm saying? They focus on conquering and shit. And they'll put that petty shit to the side in order to stand on another motherfucking neck. But we ain't gonna do that. We still trying to figure out how I can stand on another nigga neck. Let me stand on another nigga neck. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm better than this nigga. See, he black, but I'm light skinned.
Well, if you notice though, I've been saying it more and more. I see it a lot now. Like, I mean, I can't speak, say that's a lot of Black people, but I've seen it more than I would like to see it. With the Christian nationalist movement that's going on in America, it's only good for Caucasian men, but we have Black people that's embracing this foolishness. Yeah, we should, just weirdness, and telling a woman she shouldn't, not work and shouldn't have her own mind, think for herself. The man should tell you what everything about this is geared towards Caucasian men, but we have our own people that's following this BS.
Now what is it called again?
The white, the Christian nationalist movement. It's really a white Christian nationalist movement. If you think about, Jerry Falwells of the world, all of them were very racist. He was with the segregation thing or whatever, which I do wholly, embrace too. I think segregation was good for us. We were great when we were segregated, but here we are. But it was other things that Jerry Falwell did and supported, that showed his white, privilege and racism.
Ain't that the same thing they said about the Klan?
Yeah, they use Christianity. There's a book called it's based on this Dr. Reverend Colcock Jones or something like that. But he wrote, how to make it's pretty much how to make a African a Christian. That's pretty much what the book was based on. And there's the African dude that wrote about it, and it's called How to Make a Negro a Christian by Dr. I forgot the African dude name that rewrote the book or whatever. But it was based off of this white man's who was a slave owner, by the way, book about making us Christians or whatever. That's not something we were doing. We was not praising these weird ass white gods or whatever. But now, they took away all of our religion or whatever our beliefs were, and made us worship their false god or whatever. You know, this weird ass Caesar Borgias is who Jesus is, the one that they always show. The Caucasians, they always show that. That's Caesar Borgias. Look at the pictures. Google Caesar Borgias and then look at the Jesus picture they always show us. And this is what they told us we should, worship. We had, gods and goddesses and whatever, saying like we had Eshwa, we had all these different things, but now we all on the bandwagon. We're on that damn Christian crack.
Yeah,
we were praying, when's the last time Jesus saved the Negro? Please show me. When was the last time Jesus saved us?
He say one every day. What you talking about?
Okay. Well, I must have missed it.
I would say there's a segment of black people who always gonna try and follow what the white people doing. It is what it is. I seen it over there. They got this movement called, I think, MGTOW, and it's like a whole bunch of white dudes who are disillusioned with white women, and they complaining. And the black men jumped on a bandwagon, and then they was like, "We don't want you here, nigga." And then they went and created their own little thing. Yeah. So it's gonna happen regardless. There's gonna be a segment. They're gonna follow the white boy. The white boy gonna give them a swift kick in the ass, and then they're gonna be forced to form their own shit.
Hey, that's dope. Did you say that? Because that's exactly what be happening. White boys be doing some shit.
Monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah, niggas jump right on it. Yeah, man, this and that. White boy say, "Man, get your black ass away from us. We don't want you over here." I seen that shit happen so many times in this last election. I was dying laughing, bro. Watching these niggas.
Yeah, that was funny.
You know what's so sick to me too, though? I see so many black men that's always like in comments, not just black men, but black people in general. But it's majority usually is what I usually see is mostly like black males. But there's a lot of black women that we need black leaders. I don't need nobody. I've always been my own leader. I know how to lead myself. I know how to, I don't need nobody to come tell me what to do, how to do it, where to do it. I always have my own mind. It's like people act like they have to have somebody, to lead them somewhere. Like, if your leader, your fearless leader decides to jump off a cliff, you got to go right behind them like some damn, lemmings. Those birds that, that's what we. Right. Everybody, I always see that. We need more black. I'm like, this is crazy to me. So nobody has their own mind.
Ain't nobody gonna rush. Ain't nobody rushing to be a black leader because black leaders get killed and niggas don't do shit to defend them. So
that's fact too.
Ain't nobody.
Do you really need somebody to tell you what to do and how to do and where to do it? Like, I don't understand that. I've never understood that.
Yeah, the people who lead with that, they don't have the courage to do it themselves. If you say you need a black leader, like they say, be the change you want to see. You step out on Front Street, then all I care about is being a leader in my own household. That's what really matters.
That's exactly where it got to start. Right there, what you just said, brother. It got to start in your house. If everybody, we can all look to somebody and admire that person and see that person as a leader, or I'm gonna take some pointers from this person. But you gotta first lead. You gotta get yourself together so that you can better lead your household and be a leader in your house. Because if you can't lead if you can't get your woman and your kids in your program, don't talk to me about shit, bro. I'm sorry. Don't talk to me about. Hey, what we need to do is this and this and that. Hey, bro, that sounds good, bro, but you can't even get your woman or your kids to listen to what you're talking about. That means you have to do something. If something you're doing wrong, fix that first, fam. You know what I'm saying? But that's what we don't do. Everybody want to focus on everybody else. Oh, we need to do
one person to speak for us. No, I don't need no one person to speak for me. I gotta speak for myself.
That's how I felt when I seen that Umar shit. When his daughter came out.
Facts. I said the same thing about Umar. I like Dr. Umar in some degrees, but what he pissed me off is like, he be out, he talk hella shit about everybody else. It's like, bro, I told people this years ago. I ain't trying to shit on Umar, but like, bro, the problem with a lot of brothers in the black conscious community, niggas will go on tour. They go all around the country, lecturing, teaching, and doing all this shit. They meet all these bitches on the road, fucking on them and shit like that. But then you ain't even taking care. Oh, I got issues with my baby mama. Like Umar saying shit like, oh, my baby mama won't let me see my kids. Okay, bro, listen. If your baby mama won't let you see your kids and you Umar Johnson, then what? The rest of these niggas don't stand a chance.
Yeah. I mean, so you can use the court for everything else, but you can't use the court to take her ass to court to make sure you get, rights. If you really want to see your children, you're going to do what you got to do to make sure you get to see them. You're not going to just sit by idly and, oh, okay, well, she said no. That's not a thing. It's just that you don't want to do it. You just don't want to do it. And Umar Johnson, I mean,
Then
he's
when
a
he told his
contradiction.
daughter, when he told his daughter we can debate this on live stream, I'm like, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
He told
And
his
he
daughter,
called
so
his
let's
daughter a
debate.
Smurf.
He
That's
told
that's
his
crazy.
child, so let's debate on live stream.
Yo, the nigga did call his daughter a Smurf.
Yeah, he called his daughter
Yeah,
a Smurf and his baby mama a Smurf.
Yeah.
And then he shitted
That's
on
crazy.
he shitted on the stepdaddy taking care of his baby. He said Papa Smurf. Didn't he call the nigga Papa Smurf?
Yeah.
That's crazy as hell to me. But do you remember too though when Dr. Umar Johnson, he was beefing with some dude, and then he got to talk, started doing the colorist shit, talking about some you're not real black anyways. You like just he's a big contradiction. He is definitely a big contradiction.
Dr. Umar he ain't perfect. He got issues. The thing is, he not who he want to be. He want to be the leader of the black shit, but he not that. He's a good brother,
Yeah.
but he ain't no leader of no shit.
Well, see, I'm on what you on. Like I said, don't go around and telling everybody else what they need to do, and you ain't got your shit squared away. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You can't go, throwing stones at somebody else's house when you live in the same glass house. That's crazy.
It's ridiculous.
And again, I mean, I just don't understand people who need somebody to lead them. I truly just don't understand that. To me, that's crazy.
Some people got, because it's no disrespect to people. Some people are leaders naturally. Some people are natural helpers. Some people are natural followers. I've seen that just going through life. Like I would give a lot of my cousins some game about certain things on how to like get their first house and stuff, right? And then some of them will hear what I'm saying and naturally start working towards it. Like, hey man, for real, that's all you gotta do. And then start working towards it. Next time I see them, they already like halfway there, right? And then others who call me like, hey, cuz, can you walk me through this X, Y, Z? Then I got other cousins who was there. They don't give a fuck. They just gonna keep paying rent for the rest of their life. Then I try to talk to them again. Hey, cuz, hey man, you see such and such now? They got their crib, man. Hey man, you can do the same thing. I can show you how to do it. I can show you some loopholes. I get to it, man. I get to it. I ain't got time. It's just some people different. You can't force motherfuckers to get right. Some niggas just can't get right. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's true, Stephanie. You right. There are people that's natural followers. I just don't understand that concept though. For me personally, I don't get it. Like, Stephanie, you could do things the way you do them. It could be great, but I got my own mind. If I don't want to do it that way, I'm gonna do it my. You know what I mean? Like, as long as we still get to the same goal. Like, I truly just don't understand humans. I guess.
But leaders and followers, that's how the world turn at the end of the day.
You're
know
right.
what I'm saying?
You're
You got
absolutely
bosses,
right.
you got workers, you got leaders, you got followers, you
You're
got generals, you got soldiers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's just the way the world works.
You're
I mean,
absolutely
you
right.
need both sides, truthfully.
You do. I mean, that's a balance. It becomes a balance. You're right. You're right. But when you're trying to, preach to the, to the choir or whatever, you're online trying to sell all these people kind of things, and then you're telling somebody that you need a leader, you don't get to talk no more because you clearly need a leader. If you're trying to tell somebody else what to do and how to do it, but then you're also screaming for black leaders, bro, get your ass out of here. Stop it. Knock it off.
Mm-hmm. It don't make no sense. It's like it would be the equivalent of me coming on the internet, even though I know a lot about health and fitness, but if I come on here with my shirt off and I'm out here all belly looking like Rick Ross talking about you fat motherfucker need to get in shape. I'm gonna tell you right now, you need to start eating this, you need to start eating that. Everybody gonna think I'm doing a parody. See what I'm saying? Now if Blu-ray do it, people gonna take him seriously because he fits the mold of somebody who should be talking that type of shit.
Right. That's true.
That's just how I go.
Well, Blu-ray, I'm just gonna tell you now, baby, I don't work out. Since I left the military, I said I would never ever work out again, and I've stuck to that. I refuse to do any kind of PT. I fucking hate physical, whatever it's called.
Physical training.
I fucking hate that shit. No, not a trainer. I just hate, physical activity, as far as working out.
Okay,
Yeah.
so no gym for you. You outside
absolutely
with it.
not. Yeah, no, I'm just not gonna do it. Absolutely, a solid no.
Rock with it.
I hate it. Man, when they made you wake up at 2:30 in the morning so you can have a fun run, a mandatory fun run 5 miles for no damn reason? Yeah, absolutely not. That shit pissed me off. Stand outside for an hour and then go run for 5 miles for no damn reason. If I'm running for 5 miles, I need to have a goal at the end. It needs to be a fucking, a pot full of gold or something, or somebody better be chasing me. Jason better, freaky deaky Jason better be behind me. But no, we just running for free. Yeah, no, I don't like it.
They just trying to prepare you for war.
No. So fuck you, Blu-ray, with your working out ass. No, I'm just playing.
Playing. Blu-ray might fall asleep. You sleep, Blu-ray? You on me? There you go.
I'm right here. Yeah. Boy, I'm live and fine. Stop playing.
Yes, sir.
I'm just cool. I always speak what I need to speak. I'm letting y'all cook.
Yes, indeed. But yeah, that's how I feel about the shit. I just think that like, there's certain people, everybody qualify on different. Some people qualify for multiple things, but like, I just don't believe in speaking on shit. Like if you start talking to me about like, hey man, what's the best car engine ever made? I'm a gracefully bow out. Like, hey, I don't need I'm not gonna fake the funk and be like, you know what? The 555 and no. I'm a bow out. I don't know nothing about that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You talking about some shit I know about, then I'll talk. But other than that, no, I ain't got time for that bullshit.
I love a classic American muscle. Those are my I love me a classic American muscle. Give me a 1970 Mustang Boss. Yeah. I love that. That bitch is ready. Oh, she's beautiful. Yeah, and I love Eleanor too. Eleanor was gorgeous.
What's Eleanor? Who was that?
Gone in 60 seconds?
Gone in 60 seconds.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That Mustang.
The Mustang.
It sold for what? 2.5 million, didn't it? Blu-ray?
I don't remember. I know it was a GT Shelby.
Yeah, it sold for a lot of money. 1967 too, what it was. That bitch was beautiful. Oh, she beautiful.
Yeah. You know what y'all sound like to me? Wah, 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 wah. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about.
Yeah, that went over my head right there.
That
was the model of the car, fellas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that part, but everything else, y'all got it.
Yeah.
You said fuck them cars.
No, this was a good cook though, man. We talked about a whole bunch of shit. Man, I'm gonna thank the chat for staying with us for so long and chopping up with us. We've been on here. This is the longest one we did, Blu-ray.
Nah, for real.
Yeah, man. But Blu-ray, tell people they can find you.
On the No 304 show for sure.
Absolutely. Beautiful Destiny Black. Tell the people where they can find you at.
Nowhere, cause I'm a homebody.
She'll be over here. We're gonna pull her back up. She'll be over here.
Yeah, I like arguing with her.
Hey, my brother Sprite, man. Sprite, tell people they can find you, G.
Veracity Exchange TV.
Yes, indeed. Brother JM, where you at, homie?
Oh no, man, I'm just chilling, bro. It's nice chopping it up with y'all.
He gonna be over here too. JM always
pull up. I'll pop in. I'll be on your other channels too, so I rock with you heavy.
Yeah, 78. Definitely fuck with 78. That's my dog.
Appreciate y'all, man. Salute to the chat. Thank y'all for coming here. Hopefully next month we be monetized because they have pulled some weirdo shit. But
hey, don't forget, hey, me and Destiny, I need that Trump debate.
Blu-ray, fuck your muscles.
I'm just letting you know. Just have your receipts ready.
Okay, I'm gonna smoke your ass.
Just have your receipts ready.
Smoke your ass and then blow your ass.
Hey, right. I'm coming with number facts.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna inhale your ass and exhale your ass. Just be ready.
All right, Kama.
Inhale, exhale sound fun to me.
Nigga, I don't do coke. I don't blow, nigga. Yeah, I don't suck shit.
Yeah, I know. I already know Destiny famous for her. All right, well, that's a whole nother conversation. We ain't gonna say that. But all right, man, we're gonna hot y'all in a minute, man. Salute to the chat. Appreciate y'all for being here.
All right, salute.
Yes, sir, bro. Peace. We out here. Deuces, y'all.